That's why. Somehow, when I was adjusting everything over here, I turned the sound off. I mean, it's one of those days, clearly. So I was saying when I was muted, which you guys obviously didn't hear because I was muted, I had to dig deep. I wasn't sure I was going to come on. Pip was home from school. Hello, Abundantly, honey. Pip was home from school today a little under the weather, so it's entirely possible he came home during the week and he gave something to me. So I kind of feel a little under the weather. I didn't think I was going to come on here, but then I was like, no, I cannot leave Jamie to get dressed for work on a Friday night without having her SoularFlow family to keep her company. That's not what it means to be in service to humanity. So I had to dig deep to be here. And now that I am here, I'm glad that I am here. I just don't know how long I'm going to be on. I might not stay on that long. Hello, Jenny, honey. I was thinking maybe like an hour, and I told that to Pip. He's like, how long are you going on for? I said, maybe just an hour. Because for me, that's like a micro live. He's like, that's how long most people's live streams are. Like my micro is like a regular. That's what it means to live in service to humanity, y'all. Abundantly. Me and the kiddos have had the flu I'm so sorry, honey. Well, it's because we're getting to that season. I actually was working on a short yesterday and today. It's going to be oh, honey, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Jamie, darling. Hello, Simone, honey. It's going to be a tonic, like a tea tonic, that you could make when you're starting to feel a little under the weather. It's going to be a short. Maybe I'll even put it up next week. I had this ridiculous thought as I was, something nasty is going around. Yeah, there is some. Hello, Steve. I'm glad that you were able to dig deep, Steve, and you're here. Jamie, it was me. I put my thing on mute because I'm a yo-yo. I'm so happy to hear your voice, and hearing aids are fixed. I can hear you so happy. And I am here because of you, Jamie. I dug deep for you, girlfriend. Gretchen, there have been some nasty bugs going around. I really do think so, by the way. Abundantly, I got myself oh, good job. Abundantly got herself some, I think you mean tissue salts, right? And you're most welcome for the recommendation. Gretchen, I have made some flu tea for the season. This is amazing. Steve, wow, who put this treasure here? You're too funny. Steve, thanks for getting Faye up and Adam, Jamie. Yes, honey.
How ahead of the world was the U.S. in 2014 in basketball? Pretty ahead, right?
Huh?
In 2014, you know how there's like the FIBA World Cup?
Mm-hmm.
So how ahead of the world do you think Team USA was?
I'm getting hot. Hold on. I think I'm going to have to change my shirt. I was feeling like I needed to be toasty and warm, and now that I am toasty and warm, I'm like, I'm too toasty and warm. Hi, Iron, honey. Hold on, guys. Pip wants to talk to me about something, and I got to change my shirt before I overheat over here. I'll be back. Yes, honey. What were you saying?
You know how every 2 years there's the FIBA World Cup?
Yes.
In basketball?
Yes.
So, in 2014, how ahead of the world do you think Team USA was?
I don't know.
Pretty ahead, right?
Were they?
Yeah.
I have a feeling you're asking me because you know.
Hold on.
Yes, honey.
In my simulation,
Yeah.
Serbia won.
Serbia won? Is that like an unlikely event?
Yeah, because Mom, they didn't even have Jokic yet. Their best player is me.
I'm back, guys. Hello. Okay, so I'm going to be coming out with a short next week, and I had this ridiculous thought while I was putting everything together, because I'm putting it together based on a series of, hello, Franca, honey. Oh my God, Simone, you're too sweet, honey. Simone Faye, you could look into the death of, yes, I can, I will. But I'm putting together this, this short, and it's all of these different images, and then I realized after I already put it together, and then I started to upload it to YouTube, and I was like, oh shit, sometimes I really am like a complete fucking yo-yo. I realized if I put something on the screen, it's gonna stay there the whole time, and I was like, no, this just will not work. So then I had to go into Instagram so I could put words on each, like text on each individual clip before putting it back in. And then I was like, I have ran out of bandwidth for this today. And then as I was putting it together, I was thinking to myself, being a content creator is seriously the weirdest thing in the world. I don't have any other way to describe it than it's just like, it's weird. It's such a strange thing to do. Because this is also, what I'm putting together now is not like I'm taking a clip from a live stream where I'm just talking to you guys. Like I literally am curating a series of photographs, putting text on it, making a video out of it, and then I was like, what is this world coming to if this is like considered some sort of like a profession? Content creator is a profession, and I was just thinking it's the most ridiculous thing. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Being a content creator is absolutely ridiculous. There's just no other way to put it. It's ridiculous, y'all. I never in a million years thought like one day I would be like curating a series of photographs to put it on YouTube. Like, this was not like in my bingo card for my life, but clearly my higher self knew that this was on my bingo card for my life. Jamie, thank you. I needed the Fae fix for the next few days. I'm dressing up as a cow for work. That's pretty awesome. Hey, it's overtime and my people will be happy. I love that. Steve Terrier Fat. Simone wants me to look into the crossing over of Yu Menglon. Is that the person's actual name? Oh, thank you. Here you go. Yu Menglon, aka Alan Yu. He passed on 9/10 or 9/11. Why? Here's the question: who is he, and why are we curious about him? Franca, Faye, will you still be sharing the Amy Bradley info? Thanks so much. No. You can. So you're not a pest. You can ask me as many times as you want to. So another reason I actually wanted to come on here was I wanted to tell you guys I'm burned out of not content creation, clearly, because here I am. I'm burned out of editing. That last video that I had done on Delphi, that was a fucking doozy, and that was a fucking doozy of an experience of editing it, and then everything I had gone through to try to get it to upload, forget upload, before it was even uploading, like to get iMovie to release it. I'm burned out. So at least for the foreseeable future, guys, my videos are going to just be live streams. I don't have the bandwidth to edit videos. It takes an enormous amount of work, and I'm a one-person rodeo over here. Like, I channel, I record, I edit, I upload. It's just too much. So what I'm going to do is, for at least the foreseeable future, we can still do like regular Friday hang live streams, but what I'm also going to start doing is, instead of uploading regular content during the week, like I have been doing, probably like Tuesday or Wednesday when I would ordinarily be uploading, I'm just, instead of the title being SoularFlow is live, I'm going to put the title of the topic that we're looking into, and then I'm just going to read my notebook in a live stream like I've done with the AMAs, and that's going to be that. I'll still take questions, it'll still be interactive, it'll still be a lot of fun. It might even be more fun, but I need to just relieve some of the energetic compression that I've been feeling due to all of the editing, because this editing, I like it to look, I want my videos to look really, really nice and professional, but like, I need a break, y'all. I need a break. Hello, Laura, honey. Strange question. I will never laugh at your questions. Of all people, Andy Gibbs keeps entering my mind. Don't know why, but it's kind of creepy. Where's the question in that? I think you want to ask, why is Andy Gibbs popping into your mind, right? So it's probably, like, at least from what's been shown to me when that happens, a past life connection. So you have a past life connection to Andy Gibbs. Congratulations, honey. So anyway, that was a very, very long way of answering your question, Franca. If you want, maybe I'll even do Amy Bradley next week. And I also started to put together I'm pantomiming. I feel like Pip now. Pip pantomimes, I'm pantomiming. I'm gonna put together I am. I also started to work on a new blog post that pertains to Amy Bradley, but she's like 10% of the blog post, because it's actually why do different psychics or tarot readers or channelers, they could look into the same topic and they get different, there's a different takeaway, or they get different messaging that comes in. So this kind of it's interesting, I never even thought about it, but this week's video had been on Delphi. No, that was last week. You guys could see I'm totally not on my A game. So as long as you're okay with not getting the best of me, you're still getting me. Summer Wells. So Dee had commented on my video that there was a very interesting connection, because when she was looking into Summer Wells, there was the gardener was there and you could hear the lawnmower. And then when I was looking into Summer Wells, my gardener was here and you could hear the same exact noise. Creepy, right? So she came on just to say one of my viewers pointed that out, but she's like, it's so interesting because I got something totally different. So then I started to think about it and I was like, I wonder why that would be. So I sat down, I meditated, I asked my guides, and I thought maybe it was one or two things kind of going into it. They flooded me with information. So I'm going to turn it into a blog post because I think it would be really interesting in blog post format. So, but what I want to do is first I want to talk about Amy Bradley. Then I'm going to release the blog post because I talk about Amy Bradley in the blog post. So it's going to be very, very apropos. So what I'm going to do maybe next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll do Amy Bradley, Franca. Then I'll release the blog post, but only if you guys are going to read it. Because I'm a good content creator, but I'm an excellent writer. So I like to, if I'm going to put it out in the world, I at least want to know that you guys are going to read what I write. Because I'm a petty bitch that way. So that's going to be on tap for next week. So next week we'll do Amy Bradley. Then we'll do a regular hangout live stream on Friday as well. Jamie, LOL, no matter how it comes out far, put it out. We, your family, get it. I know, thank you. And I appreciate that, Jamie. Thank you, honey. Iron, where should I fix my teeth? Stay or go? I don't understand the question, honey. Simone, sorry to hear about the burnout. May you rest up and recharge. Thank you. I appreciate that, Simone. But here's the thing, I'm not going to stop content creating, right? I'm just pivoting, because I think I had a really good run with how long I was doing the really nice edited content, but then I was like, this is just starting to feel like a lot of unnecessary manual labor, and it's like you guys just want the information. At least I think so, right? Do you care if it's perfectly, and actually I've been getting comments from a couple of people that are like, I missed your old content when you just recorded and you would just talk and it wasn't so perfect and curated. So I started to also think about that and I was like, okay. So either what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do it a live stream like this, or I'm just gonna go back to what I used to do and I'm not gonna edit it. So it's gonna be it's just gonna be a good time either way. Gretchen, it's all good. It's gonna have to be because that's where we're at anyway. Jamie, I can only imagine. Faye, thanks for the hard work and energy you put into it. I couldn't imagine, so major kudos to you, hon. Thank you, darling. Simone, thanks for all the work you put in. And I enjoy, here's the thing though. I'm also gonna tell you why I'm getting burned out. So in human design, which I'm so behind on all the content that I want to create, because I'm also going to do human design behind the veil, but I haven't had a chance to channel it yet. And now I can't write because I cut my thumb in the kitchen yesterday. So good, how am I going to be? I don't even know until this thing heals. But like, so in human design, I'm a generator, and generators, we have almost like a extra locomotive when we're doing things that we genuinely love and enjoy. But if it's something that we don't enjoy, it drains our battery even quicker. So I love channeling. I love the creation of the content and the sharing information. I don't love editing. So I think I really put a lot of energy into it, and then it slowly just started to drain me, and I wasn't listening to the fact that I was getting energetically depleted. I was like, I'm just gonna push on. No, I know better than that. I didn't listen. So that's also why, because I'm just getting I'm doing something I genuinely don't enjoy doing, which is the editing portion. That's, I think, why it's taking a toll on me. But like this, like hanging out with you guys, love it. Channeling, sharing the information, love it. Abundantly empowered Faye, do what, exactly. So creating content fills me up. Editing, not so much. And thank you for understanding, guys. Gretchen, staying alive. Jenny, oh, thank you so much, Jenny. So happy I found you. I'm happy that the algorithm gods have brought you to me. Steve, can you look into healer Charlie Goldsmith? Maybe it will help us, maybe it will help all of us, the fuck is going on today? Maybe it will help all of us at the same time to feel better. With pleasure. Hello, Romina, darling. Franca, I enjoy the live streams. That's a good idea, right? So it's either going to be just what I used to do in the beginning before I got like all fancy and I started editing. So it's either going to be I'm just going to upload a video, and if it's a little bit sloppy like it used to be, I'm okay with that. Or it's just going to be like this, but I'm going to be reading from my notebook. Rumina, I agree. I love the live streams and the notebook shares. Good, because I think that's what you guys are going to be getting. Rumina, whatever feels good for you. Thank you, honey. Rumina, wow. If I had a past life with all the celebs that keep popping into my head, then my soul has had quite a colorful history. Yep. Or the other, oh, thank you. Yeah. So, Chava Bodhi, so something I want you to know about me, honey. Anyone who's taking the time to watch my content and then comment, I will always respond. I will always like your comment, unless it's a troll, and you're not a troll. I will always like the comment, and I will always respond to it, because of all the content creators somebody could be spending time with and giving their attention to, if you're spending your time with me and you're giving your attention to me and my content that I've created, I will always respond to a comment in kind. So thank you first and foremost for taking the time to comment on my content, and just know that I will always respond to you. Now, Rumina, to answer what you had actually just said, it's either a past life connection, especially if it's in a dream, but if it's very, very frequent and it's not a dream, then it's actually where the person's energy is approaching you. Because I remember the first time that had happened to me was, who was the first person? It was Britney Spears. In 1 week, her energy like popped into my head at least 3 or 4 different times. And I was like, whoa. I never even had looked into a celebrity before I looked into Britney. She kept coming into me over and over, and I was like, okay, like, I feel like she has something she wants to say. So that night when I sat down in meditation, I was like I felt like I was in a seance. I was like, does Britney Spears' energy have something it wants to share with me? And then like I got a flood of information from her energy. So when that happens, it's also an invitation. Maybe sit down and meditate, and then maybe see if the person's energy has something that they want to share with you. Franca, looking forward to the blog post too. Thanks. Oh, I love you, honey. You're most welcome. Simone, I will read the blog post. Good job, guys. I actually put up a new one this week. I've been feeling very inspired. So I think I'm going to start producing more blog posts on an ongoing basis. Thank you, Steve. I am a good writer. And I'm not saying that from a place of ego. I'm saying it from a place of recognition. Like, look, I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm not good at. Like, give me a Rubik's Cube and put a gun to my head and be like, solve it, bitch, or I blow your brains out. I'll be like, peace and love and harmony to the world. You might as well just blow my brains out now. Can't solve a Rubik's Cube. Like, that's Pip's domain, right? I know what I'm good at. I'm a good writer. Math, not so much. Like, logic, not so much. Rubik's Cube, definitely not. So, what was I saying? Oh, the only downside with my current website right now is that it's not set up. It's set up where I can write. It's not set up where you guys can comment on the blog post, though, unfortunately. And I looked into it, I think last year. I need to upgrade to a different, what's it called? I'm not even sure what it's called. It's not like the soft, it's like the, like I want to say format. It's not the format. It's the, like the, I guess you could say like the prototype. There's a certain, so my website is a certain kind of like, prototype's not even like the correct word. It's more template. There's the word. There's certain templates. So the template that I chose could support a blog. It just doesn't support comments on the blog, which is kind of like a downfall. I would need to upgrade the template. And I feel like that's not in my wheelhouse either. That's like a Rubik's Cube thing. So I probably need to get somebody that's understands how to do these things and get them to upgrade the template for me to support it. So if you guys read it, I appreciate it. I just don't know because it's not like anyone could leave a comment. So, and also here's the thing, like I bought the domain, I set up the website within probably like a 24-hour time period. I had no fucking idea what I was doing. Like, thank God GoDaddy makes setting up a website so dummy proof. I don't even know how I did it. Like, it was like midnight, I was just tinkering around, and the next thing I knew, like 24 hours later, I had a website and I posted it to go live. It was the craziest thing. Sometimes the universe really looks out for you, and this was definitely a case like that. Franca, I will read the blog post for sure. Excellent. Oh, Jenny will too. Thank you guys, I love you. Jaded, Jamie. Anything you put out, Faye, we there. LOL. Like ticks on a human in hot summer weather. I love you. Rumina, I love blog posts. Good. Chava Bodhi, thoughts on selling a home during Mercury in retrograde? Ooh. So the conventional wisdom is, don't look at it so much like selling the home. Look at it more like the contract. Your conventional wisdom is don't sign any contract on Mercury retrograde, and don't start anything new when Mercury is in retrograde either. So me personally, I would tell you I probably wouldn't buy a house if Mercury was in retrograde, and I certainly would not sign anything. It's interesting because I know two stories. One of them is my own and one is one of my clients. We started things, Mercury in retrograde, didn't end well. One of my clients moved into a new apartment when Mercury was in retrograde. She had a horrible bug infestation and she had to move. I once started a job when Mercury was in retrograde and it did not last. So me personally, I would try to do things before or after. If I could kick the can down the road, if it was me, knowing what I know and experienced what I've experienced, I would try not to. If it was me. Iron, is it not possible that the celebrity thoughts might prepare you for them getting exposed as the club members they are? Perhaps you need to share thoughts. Yeah, but again, here's the thing. If they're approaching somebody specifically, to me, what's been shown is it's a past life connection, or it's where they're energetically approaching a fellow energy reader. Gretchen, editing is a full-time gig. That's why I haven't started a YouTube channel. And it is, but here's the thing. You can also just do what I did in the beginning and what I'm going to go back to, which is just recording, even if it's not perfect, and then putting it out there. Because I think the information is more important than anything, right? Like, to me, I would rather get, because here's the thing, I listen to content creators when I'm making dinner, when I'm like cleaning up my apartment. I'm not even looking at the screen. I am just listening to the audio, right? So like, do I care how it looks? No, half the time I'm not even looking at the screen. So I think the quality of the information is more important than the quality of the way that it looks, right? To me, I'm all about like the higher consciousness, the 5D, not the 3D. So if I get so focused in how the 3D is looking, that's pulling me out of the higher levels of consciousness. Franca, I agree. It's unnecessary labor. The info is always good regardless of the format. Thank you, honey. That's exactly what so basically thank you. You were just proving what I had been saying. Thank you for that. Jamie, Faye, do you have a spooky Halloween true story of your life? I've always wondered. No, because it's, as I always tell Pip when he's like, can I go trick-or-treating? I'm like, no, because it's a pagan holiday that we don't celebrate. So no, because it's a pagan holiday that I don't celebrate. Sorry. So no. No fun stories. As anticlimactic as that is, Chava, do it live with notes. I think that's what I am going to do, actually. Simone, yes, we're here for you and your content. I'm viewing whether it's live, a notebook read, or edited videos. As your channel grows, you can always have an editor or something. That's kind of like what my plan is, because I just cannot edit. It's like sucking the life out of me. And it's pulling me out of alignment too. And it's not a good place for me to be. None of us, not just me. Jenny, to me, editing isn't as real as hearing it straight from your beautiful soul. Thank you, darling. I love that. Steve, sloppy old SoularFlow. I mean, we're hopping in the time machine. We're going back to like when I first started like creating content. Do you guys remember that? I mean, just with better lighting and a better backdrop. Thank God for that. And better hair and better skin. Like, I've come a long way. And that is also why, Gretchen, I will say this. There's something really beautiful about not being perfectly polished when you start a YouTube channel. Because I go back to like my old content and it's kind of like a trip. But I enjoy it because it really allows me to see how far I've grown and how far I've come. Both in terms of like my understanding of what it means to be a content creator, but also like in terms of like my channeling. It's come such a long way from then. So like if I waited for like the perfect time or like when I felt ready, okay, so I would have been like a perfectly polished content creator, but then I wouldn't have all of this fun when I go back and I get the experience of seeing how much I've grown as a person. Like, that's the kind of thing you can't put a price tag on. So I say just start the channel. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? My famous story. $15 ring light I bought secondhand on OfferUp. The lighting was terrible. I didn't know shit about, like, I didn't even take a minute to like adjust the light or to like do like a different filter or to straighten out the recording. Like half the time, like it looked like I hung up the shelf behind me crooked. It wasn't crooked. I have a stellium of planets in Virgo, guys. Do you really think Miss Faye, who keeps a mini level albeit, but I keep a level on my ring light to make sure, right? Before I go live, I put it on the top of my phone to make sure that it's straight now. So do you guys really, does anyone think Miss Faye with a stellium of planets in Virgo, who has a level in her hand right now, would ever hang up a shelf crooked? No. Methinks not. So the shelf was never crooked. I just never kept the level, the mini level over here. I never like straightened it out before I like started recording. And then I never even like thought, oh, like I could do a different filter. I could lighten it. I could like straighten it. None of that, y'all. So it's just like a trip to go back and to like see, you know, to see. It's Gretchen, girl, just start the channel. You'll figure it out as you go. It's the best on-the-job training you can ever have, ever. Chava, I found you and have been binge watching you. Thank you for keep going despite the Christian detractors. I'm not gonna stop. Sorry, not sorry for anyone who doesn't want me to keep going too fucking bad. Chava, thank you for the thumbs up and the subscribes. Yes, guys, if you are here, if you are not a bot, if you are not served with a subpoena from Blake Lively, go ahead, leave a thumbs up, and well, you're all already subscribed. You have to subscribe anyway if you want to comment. So, haha, joke's on you. Jamie, my hearing aid got fixed today. That's good news. So hearing Faye on live today was like my #1 goal. I'm gonna get ready for work and listen. But Faye, I should have worded the spider question better. Steve, oh, the spiders have been on my mind since that last answer. I have killed far less of them. I didn't see, it might have got, it. So here's the thing, I don't have, you know what though, hold on. If you have to subscribe, let me change this so I can see all of the comments because they're not all coming in. All messages. I didn't see any comment on spiders, honey, so you might have to actually ask it again. Ooh, hold on. I am so sorry, guys. The comments jumped. I gotta go back up. Hold on. I am so sorry, guys. I am so behind on the comments. I mean, typical of me, right? But I'm really, really behind. So hold on. I gotta keep going back up. Here we go. Okay. Simone, remember safety when getting dressed for work. I know Jamie needs it. I love that about Jamie, actually. That is funny. Jamie, but it's cold here, so why the uptick in spiders now everywhere instead of trying to find somewhere warm in the house, being that close to... So are you saying you're seeing more of them outside or inside? Because I know when it rains and when it's definitely when it rains, you'll see more of them coming out of the walls. But I feel like when it's cold, they burrow more. I don't know, or maybe they're coming into the warmth. But I'm not sure what you mean about like if you're seeing more of them out or more of them in. Chava, I agree, Jenny LaRusso, lives feel more authentic. I think you guys are telling me what you prefer, and I am here for it. I live in service to humanity, you guys. Simone, for not knowing what you're doing, your website is pretty neat. I'm telling you, I had no... This is the beauty of GoDaddy. They make it dummy-proof. Like, I don't even know how I got, like, the website to look as good as it looked. I had no idea I've never built a website before. I mean, years ago, probably, like, well over a decade ago, I had, like, a WordPress website. Wait, was it WordPress? Yeah, it was WordPress. Like, so as basic bitch as they come, right? I don't know what I was doing. Somehow, the energy of the universe was supporting my endeavor. Simone, I was checking out pricing for your readings. My birthday is coming up and that's what I want. Oh, honey, you know I'm going to take good care of you. Hello, Nikki, my darling. Hello, everyone. I'll be listening. Please drive carefully, honey. Jamie, my best friend Pearl at work said she couldn't work tomorrow because she has AIDS. Well, that was unexpected. Good Lord. LOL, sorry, no offense, but Steve's comment just had me flying. Wait, was this, she has actual... She has the autoimmune disease and you didn't know that? I mean, that's kind of like a dramatic way to reveal it, right? You're most welcome, Chava, honey. Hello, Christy, darling. I'm glad you're here, sweetie. Jamie, I love you all. Oh, shit. Gotta get ready for work. I'm listening. Sorry, I'm getting, like, YouTube notifications. People are apparently commenting on my videos right now. Every few seconds, like, I'm getting, like, notifications on the top of my screen. Rumina, in your experience, why would somebody's energy approach you if you didn't approach them first? Could something specific be happening to them in real life that they wanted to reach out to an energy reader? So it's either that or it's a soul that's in distress, right? So Brittany, poor Brittany. I've never not looked into her energy when she has not been in some level of distress, which is really, really unfortunate to say. But her energy always just bleeds, like not literal blood, right? But she's so in energetic distress, her energy just bleeds out into whoever is there to pick it up. So I happen to be like incredibly sensitive to energy. I was just there, I was able to pick it up. But it could just be this is a soul that's in distress. Look at it like they're putting out an SOS call. So just like if a ship is going down, there's a certain like SOS channel that all ships have, that if another ship is going down, they will receive like some sort of an SOS transmission. It's exactly the same thing here. They're just, it's a soul that's in distress. They're putting out the SOS. Whoever picks up on it, picks up on it. So it might not be that they're per se trying to contact you specifically. They're just putting out some sort of an energetic SOS to whoever can pick up on it. Steve, wow, who knew a side effect of AIDS was flying? Oh my God, Steve. That is fucking funny. Steve, hey, all the tools are here. Yay! Romina, oh, LOL, Stevie, it took me a sec to... He's a wordsmith. He's so quick with the words, it's ridiculous. Franca, Faye, can you look into Britney Spears? Speaking of Britney Spears, can you look into Britney Spears' current energy? She is in the news again due to her ex's tell-all book. Yeah, hold on. I gotta close the window shade over here first, and then I will. And I think I had said in last week's live stream, because I was asked about K-Fed, like if he's talking out now because of publicity, or he's talking out now because like what's going on with him, right? And I had said he's fed up. So let's, when I come back, look into Brittany's energy and see what she wants to share. Okay. Let's see what Brittany wants to share with us. Well, she has a lot to say. She's telling me that she's trying to put her life back together. She feels like she's always at war with herself. Like the person that she wants to be, but she always feels like she's shackled to the version of herself that she had been when, yeah. In some ways, she's saying she feels like energetically frozen, or the word that she uses, shackled, to the version of herself that she had been when she was under the what's it called? Why can't I talk today? When she was, when her father was taking care of like, basically, so she's saying the word doesn't matter. She's showing it to me visually. She's saying when I was under the thumb of my father, when he was controlling every decision that I made, he controlled my assets, he controlled what I was allowed to have, he controlled my reproductive organs, he put me into certain relationships. Didn't matter how I felt about them, if I wanted to be in them, the ones that I wanted to be in, he didn't allow me to marry them. I wasn't allowed to have kids. Now, wow, she's got, holy fucking hell, she's got a lot to say. Hold on, girl, slow down. Okay, she's coming back to the original point, which was feeling like she was still tethered to the old version of herself that she was. She feels like in some ways she can't divorce herself from it. It's interesting, she's not saying from her father, she's saying from it. Not her, not who I was back then, but it. She cannot divorce herself from it. She's energetically frozen. She feels like she's always at war with herself. There's the old version, there's the new version, but she's always broken. So it doesn't matter if it's old or if it's new or if it's the future, she is broken. She's saying, I'm fundamentally broken. She's acknowledging that she is energetically broken, and she is very, she's saying she's still making sense of what that whole experience was like for her. It's almost too painful for her to look into it all at once. There's only so much her nervous system could take. So it's like a little bit, And the way she's actually showing it to me is very, very interesting. So like imagine you have a bakery. They're making a cake and they're putting frosting on it. So they put the frosting into like this plastic bag, and then they cut a hole in the bottom of it. And then they basically are like squeezing the bag with the frosting around the cake to make like a trim or a piping. So she said basically imagine like the hole that they cut is so small, there's not enough frosting that's coming out. It's coming out in like little spurts. And it's so much effort because there's so much frosting and the hole is so little. It's like they're pulling and pulling, and it's tiny bit is coming. She's like, that's basically what it's like. There's so much for her, like so much like frosting, but not frosting. There's so much emotion that is stuffed in that she can't possibly process it all at once. So it's like a tiny little hole that just a little bit can kind of like squeeze through at a time because she can't even handle it. So she said it's very, her emotions are very complicated. Her life is very complicated. And she feels like she is still being exploited. She will always forever be exploited. People don't see her as a person. They see her as a commodity. I mean, poor Brit. She is just such a complex and complicated person, and I've never ever like looked at her energy, and it's never been like a happy energy reading on her. I have never had that. I've looked into her, I don't know, at least 5 times or more, like for AMAs and when you guys ask about her in a live stream. She just, her energy has never felt aligned to me. It's always been on some level out of alignment. And I mean, here's just more examples of that. It's very unfortunate. Steve, he put your thinking wrench on. Hello, Sarah. I'm so glad that you were able to catch up even for, hop in even for a few minutes. Yes, Steve. How apropos, just talking about icing, and then here you are saying icing on the cakes. I love that. Ramina, at villain, I have a toolbox, not a wrench. Jamie, you all have no idea how happy I am to see you all here. My next few days of work are gonna be fire. Go get it, girl, go get it. Simone, same. Seeing everyone here brings a smile to my face and warms my heart. So much love for this community. Right back at you, darling. Jamie, my clothes are inside out. BRB. Jamie, you always keep us entertained when you're getting dressed for work, honey. Sarah, hey Steve, Romina, Jamie, Simone, and all. Love. Chava Bodhi, authenticity, bloopers and all, endears us to the content creators, especially since the news channels lie so much. Taped, edited videos appear like fake journalism. Well said. Hello, Sacred Empress, my darling. I'm so glad that you are here. Hello, Dee. I'm glad that you are here too, honey. By the way, Dee, I checked your channel 2 days ago. I think you were at what am I talking about? 9.8. Have you tipped over 10 yet? We need to know. I need to know if you've tipped over 10 yet. Jamie, outside. Oh my God, I'm running through my house screaming shit. Faye, I gotta get to work and my clothes are inside out. Oh my God, I gotta redress myself again. Shit. Oh my, I love it. Yeah, well, there's a lot of enthusiasm in your words, actually, Jamie. Simone, Jamie, you always, I'm telling you, she keeps me entertained. I love it. Honey B1 Buzz, hello, darling. Yes, thank you, Gretchen. Conservatorship. My mouth is not working today. I feel like my mouth has not been working a lot lately, actually. Honeybee, the thing my family tried to put me in. Oh, I am sorry. They tried, at least they didn't succeed, right? Honeybee, it's prison within other people's freedom. Yes, Gretchen, yes. Brittany is very lonely. Honeybee, terribly lonely. I feel sad for her, Gretchen. Jamie, Simone, if only... my fingers are all over the place. I almost like put like another weird wacky background on. What is going on today? Jamie, Simone, if only you've seen it. I mean, I look like I should be in a mental facility myself. LOL, my poor neighbors don't talk to me. I can't imagine why. Honeybee, imagine that mental and emotional toll. They stole her soul and she's probably trying to fight for it back. That's basically what she said. Like, she still feels tethered to the old version of herself. Steve, a pinholed pipe. Yes, exactly. Simone, Brittany deserves so much better. She does. I mean, here's the thing though. I'm going to remind you guys as much as I'm reminding myself, because again, every time I look into her, it's really just tragic. As the cosmic creator of her life experience, this is what she put in. This is what she wrote into the script of the lifetime that she was going to have. She was going to have success. She was going to have, financial success. She was going to have fame, but it was going to come at a great expense. Honeybee, she deserves the world. Anything she wants, any way she wants to be, she deserves to be that way. It's very true. Gretchen, she is a hot mess and none of it is her doing. It's really, by the way, it really is not. And that's the saddest thing about it. Here's the thing. She really, from the very first reading I had ever done on her, she really never even had like a proper chance, because of who her soul was born into this world, of who her parents were. Her father is a control freak, and he basically pimped her and her sister Jamie out. It's very unfortunate. You're most welcome, Franca. Iron, did Johnny Depp manage to extract himself from Hollywood toxicity? Well, here's the interesting thing about Johnny Depp. He never won an Academy Award, right? I find that to be very, very telling about him. Because what do we know? It's 12% are outliers. 10 to 12% are outliers. So he never won an Academy Award. And the only other person, when I had first looked into them winning an Academy Award, not even the second, if you all remember, was Adrian Brody. The first time I had looked into him, it was shown to me that he was an outlier. After he won, I remember it was Sarah who asked, after he had won his second Academy Award, I had looked into him and it was shown to me that he was wearing like robes, and he was like in a cave with other men that were wearing robes. So as in, he finally did join the club. So the fact that Johnny Depp hasn't won an Academy Award is very telling. Hello, Lucky. I'm so glad you're here, darling. Steve, yes, writing about baking in the future is working. Simone, can you look into Alan Yu? That was his birth name. His acting name is Yu Menglong. He allegedly, allegedly fell out of a window. I don't buy it. I think something darker happened. Well, it's being shown to me that he wouldn't accept the terms of service and agreement. As in, he wouldn't sign. So, and there was also, but it's more than that. There was something about his energy, because, they could always, hold on, if he's an actor, no. Here's the thing, clones don't make good actors, so they couldn't clone him to be an actor, right? They can do that with the musicians. They can't do it with the actors. The actors, the clones don't make good actors. They don't have it's funny what I'm about to say. They don't have the emotional depth to act. But here's the thing, so many of the actors are actually narcissists. It's like, I don't know, do they even have the emotional depth to act? That's maybe a topic for another day. But they don't make good actors, so they can't, at least when I had looked into it maybe like last year, they can't clone an actor and then have the clone act. They really just use them for like red carpet and for publicity and things like that, but the actual person, it has to be alive to act. So if he's an actor, no, that would make sense. So he wouldn't sign. He wouldn't join the club essentially. But there was something about his energy. It was almost like an energetic repellent. As in, he was not an energetic match for them, and they didn't want to allow him to stay alive to be an outlier, so they had unalived him. So your instincts on that, Simone, is spot on. D, not yet, but 10K is so close. So excited. I plan to wake up tomorrow and be at 10K so I can retire this weekend. You're just getting started, honey. Steve, after Alan Yu, please do Charlie Goldsmith. Okay, I will. Okay. Charlie Goldsmith, what is his energy you want to share with me? So it's being shown to me, he has a string from his crown chakra connected directly to the other side. So he receives downloads at every, it's so interesting the word that was used, I was gonna say stage, and then I heard no, iteration. So instead of every stage, like every iteration of his own vibration and how it ascends and how it rises, every iteration he gets a new download on how his vibration can continue to be, can essentially continue. How many times can I say can? Like in a 30-second period. I don't know, what was it, like 15? That's gotta be like a world record or something anyway. But like at every iteration, he's getting new downloads on how to continue to raise his vibration that's specific and unique to him. So that's the answer, Steve. Oh, honeybee, I'm so glad that you're saying that. Thank you for saying that, honey. I'm happy that you're here too. Simone, so close to 10K. You'll be there in no time. May your 10K, yes, we're rooting for you, girl, over here. And by the way, also, D, I've seen a number of your subs in Outcast chat that have been saying to the mods, please share Beyond the Veils link. She's so close to 10K. We want to get her to tip over to 10K. Your community is so strong, and they really rally behind you, D. So close to 10K, you'll be there in no time. May your 10K happen sooner than later. Same with Faith. Thank you, honey. Same with Faye's channel. May Faye's channel continue to grow. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. Simone, the 10K comment was for D. Sorry, not for put. No, it's okay, honey. I got what you meant. Honeybee tells me Johnny Depp does not conform. Love that. I don't think he did. There's something too like rebellious about him. I don't see it about him. Nikki, what is Britney's ex Kevin Federline's agenda? He feels like a covert narc. Well, I had kind of touched upon him last week, and he also had a lot to say, actually. He was basically saying everyone has always seen him as like a freeloader, a good for nothing, who was just living off of like Britney's success. He's like, meanwhile, I have been raising our two kids together. So he feels like he's kind of gotten like a really bad rap in all of this. Chava, do you think politics oh girl, do I think politics is rigged like the mayor for New York race? I don't think I know. So once any politician reaches a certain level, so if you have not yet seen my video, Chava, I know you said you're new and you're binge watching all of my content, I'm going to recommend a video to bump to the top of your list. It's the video on the club. Any politician, once they reach a certain level, they're approached. And this is if it's a politician that's not born in the club and doesn't want to be a politician, right? If they're born in the club and they want to be a politician, that person is always going to take precedence over a so-called outlier. But in the case that there happens to be an outlier that's kind of, climbing through the ranks, they're going to get approached at a certain point and they're going to be given an ultimatum. So you either work for us or your career is not going to go anywhere. So it's like, what choice do they have in that case? They're going to join the club. But again, that's if there's not even somebody that's born in the club has an interest and is a contender above that person. So yes, politics absolutely is rigged. Now, not only is it rigged, but I have a freestanding video in which I had looked into spell casting. It's also real, but it's not like, there's a magician that's waving a wand and they're like abracadabra and they're casting a spell. It's not like that. Modern day spell casting is done with repetitive messages. They did this in the 2016 election. Do you remember all of the polls were saying that Hillary Clinton was going to win? They were doing that because the intention was to get the Donald Trump supporters not to go out and to vote. Because they were like, well, they wanted to implant that thought. It's programming, right? So they basically wanted to implant and program into people's minds that we're going to vote for Trump. Don't bother going out because he has no chance of winning. That's why when he won, it was a complete surprise because they didn't think that Donald Trump was going to win, due to the fact that they were actually cheating at that time. They've been cheating, not just then. Like again, all politics is rigged. I think when I had looked into it, it was shown to me the real turning point was with Nixon. So you had JFK, you had Nixon. Right around that time period, after that, every politician, it doesn't matter, Democrat or Republican, they're both part of the club and they're both owned and operated. That's that. So yes, it is absolutely rigged, but they also do spell casting. Because I know my mom was talking to me about it. She's like, could you look into this guy that they're saying, I forgot his name, because me and names. But she's like, could you look into the name of the guy that they're saying is going to win like the New York mayor election? And she's like, he's a, like my understanding of him is he's like a socialist, right? She's like, how are they saying he's ahead in the polls? Spellcasting. Rumina, some states in the U.S. have mandatory spay-neuter laws. Do you see any malicious agenda behind this? This is the craziest thing. They don't want immigrants or it sounds so horrible. I'm sorry, guys. This is what's shown to me. These are not my words, but they don't want. And here's the thing. I also let me clarify what I mean by immigrants. I don't mean like there's a family from Pakistan that immigrated here. Like think about the people that come from countries that in their country they do like voodoo on animals, right? They do sacrifices on animals. They don't want those people. I'm not talking about all immigrants, specific to one location where they do sacrifices with animals. They don't want there to be an excess of animals for them to do this to. Crazy. Jamie, drive carefully, honey. Sarah, could you look into Peter Crone? He's a public speaker who helps people break free from mental limitations. Are his messages genuine or is he an agent of the club? It's being shown to me that he also has a direct line to the other side. But his comes in not like a string with the Charlie Goldsmith guy. His is more, he gets like clear, audience messages from the other side, and that's what he's actually using. So I would say it's his actual gifts and abilities. Rumina, that's interesting about some industry people being unsuitable as outliers. Can you look into what allows some to hang out as outliers versus who has to be gotten rid of? It's vibration. If they don't like the vibration, they'll just unalive that person. Because I had looked into Kevin Bacon, right? And it was shown to me that Kevin Bacon is an outlier, but it's almost like they don't know what to do with Kevin Bacon because he's so high vibe, but he's almost like too high vibe. They don't want to unalive him because like in some way they make him feel like Kevin Bacon makes them feel uncomfortable because they don't understand how to interact with a vibration like his. But on the other hand, like they also kind of like him, so they don't know what to do with him. So he just kind of gets like a hall pass. So it comes down to vibration. Like, do they like the vibration? Do they not like the vibration? That's essentially all it is. Sarah, interesting, Rumina. D, I freaking love Outcast and my beautiful bees. Thank you for telling me that. That made my night. I wish I knew who it was. It might have been, I think her handle is Philly something, because she's there a lot, and I think she's advocating for you a lot. It's Philly, I don't remember the second part of it. It's Philly somebody. Hello, empathic veteran. I'm so glad you're here, honey. D, I shouted out you and Outcast in my recent video today, Yan. Love you. Oh, thank you, honey. Well, I haven't checked out your new video today. When I hop off here, I'm gonna actually go check it out. But thank you for letting me know, sweetie. Chava, did the repetitive message for the yes? That's what I'm saying. That's all it is. It's modern day spellcasting. Rumina, is former DNC campaigner Lindy Lee controlled up or a plant? What were her motivations in jumping sides? She was forced to. Sarah Lee is, how do I pronounce that? Keishia Choir? Rapper Gucci Mane's wife, his handler. He was allegedly being cloned and is now being handled by her. Is that her real name? Keishia, well, I can tell you, she has an yes, she has an ulterior motive, that is for damn sure. And she is not working on her own volition. Those are the exact words that came in. Volition. She is not working on her own volition. So does that mean she's his handler? Maybe, I guess you could, I'm not getting like a clear yes or no answer. I'm getting pieces of the puzzle. It's like IKEA. But you're not getting, you can't take anything home and it's already put together. You got to put that shit together. I know, because I have tons of IKEA furniture. So it's like I'm being given all the pieces and they're like, here, go bake the fucking cake yourself. But I'm not getting like a clear answer here. So if you want to say she's working for somebody else and she has ulterior motives, if that makes her his handler, then I guess so. Kristen Vincent, it's social engineering and conditioning. You got it, girl. Chava Bodhi, the polls, they really do. None of it is legit, by the way. Steve, can you look into the origin and purpose of the Tavistock Institute? It's reptilian. Now, I don't know what it is. I don't know if this is something that's meant to be high vibe or if they're saying it's high vibe. The founders of it are reptilian, though. I can tell you that. Sarah, good one, Steve. Interesting. What is it? Somebody has to tell me now. Franca, did Eminem's mom, Debbie Mathers, know that he was a clone? They were estranged. She has recently passed. Have they reunited on the other side? So it's being shown to me that they were estranged on and off, and some of the time that we thought they were estranged, they actually were not. It has something to do with money, and I don't understand what's being shown to me. It's a metaphor. It's being shown to me money being passed under a table, and the table, or look at it like behind the scenes. The table, or what we're being shown in front of the veil, is that they were estranged. There were periods of time when they were not actually estranged, but it was like a front for them not being estranged, and it had to do somehow with like an exchange of money between the two of them. But the cover or the front of it was that they were estranged. It was on and off, but also they didn't have a great relationship. That much is true. So there was times that they genuinely were estranged, and then there were times that one or both of them, I think his mom may have had like some sort of a drinking problem, because I'm being shown her like sitting on a sofa, and she has like a very raspy, like imagine a chain smoker. She may have actually been a chain smoker, but like sitting on the sofa and like a really raspy, gravelly voice, like drinking beer and like chain smoking cigarettes, and there's like, it's like an old plaid sofa from the 1970s, and like beige ratty carpet, and like there's like a head, like smoke in the air from all the chain smoking, and she talks like this because she smokes so much. No, that's not really she. I can't even do it. Like, obviously I don't smoke, but like a really gravelly, raspy voice from all the chain smoking. So she, not a high vibe person is like the kindest way that I could say this about her. And he really did not feel like that she was able to give him what he needed. So they were on and off estranged. It's not being shown to me that she knew. And this is actually wild. What's being shown to me is on the other side when she crossed over, like he saw her soul. I mean, you talk about attachment being real. So when her soul was crossing over, he had the opportunity to be there and to greet her. He turned around, so when she crossed over, like his mom's soul basically saw his back. Like not given the cold shoulder, given like the whole, cold entity kind of thing going on there. Very interesting. Sarah Lee, did actor couple Nicole Ari Parker and Boris Kojo join the club? They're in negotiation right now. Because what's being shown to me is sitting at a conference table. They're on one side. The suits or the executives are on the other side, and they're kind of like talking back and forth. So they're in contract negotiations. Romina, were the Beatles manufactured by Tavistock? They were manufactured by somebody, that's for damn sure. Franca, Eminem's mom had cancer. He was probably paying her medical bills. There you go. You're most welcome. Franca, Debbie had addiction issues. There we go. Thank you for that. Sarah, does the Garden of Eden really exist? Well, it did. Does it still currently exist right now? It's being shown to me it was tucked away into another dimension. It exists, but souls are not necessarily passing through it before they come to the earth plane. Steve, Tavistock Institute is a British medical institute since the 1920s of human relations, there you go, and psychology, and tested on war survivors with experiments, and most recently the trans movement. It says everything you need to know. Human relations, sure. It does sound horrible. Kristen, Steve, the internet said the Tavistock was originally funded by the Rockefeller Foundation. My, doesn't that say everything? Gretchen, can you read Lady Gaga's energy? I've looked, she actually has a segment in a previous AMA, but you want to know like what's going on with her like currently right now? Her name is Stephanie Germanata, right? Something like that. She had to lay low. She doesn't like it. The industry is changing. She doesn't like that either. Thank God she got wow, this is interesting. Thank God she got pushed into creating her makeup brand. Okay then. Because it gives her something to do while she has to lay low. She said she's seen a lot of people in the industry go, but she's not saying like retire. Go, as in like they're like bye-bye, like sleeping with the fishies, that kind of go. So she's seen like a lot of them go. Another way of saying that is onto the other side. She said she doesn't know what the industry is going to look like in 5 years, or if there's even going to be a movie industry left. It's so interesting. She's not even talking about music at all. Okay, this is why she's saying music was only the gateway for me to get into acting. She actually just wanted to be an actor. For some reason, she thought it would be easier for her to get into acting from singing. Okay. Sarah, does Kendall Jenner drink the juice? I'm getting mixed messages from her. Let me see if I stay with her energy, if I can get a little bit more clarity, because I'm getting very mixed messages. She's not a very nice person. Sorry. She's not a very nice person. There might be some... It's being shown to me that she's more alike her mother than anyone else in the family. So, as if to say maybe there's some narcissistic qualities or tendencies. The only reason she has any sort of a career is because of her mother, because of the way, like, she has a really bad attitude and she's not pleasant to work with, and people in the industry don't like her. The only reason she has any sort of a career is because of her mom. Does she drink? She's not telling me. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I'm not seeing anything about her that would lead me to think that she does. She didn't. She doesn't have a career because she joined the club. She has a career because of her mother. And again, if you guys remember from the video that I did on them, they're in a witch's coven of some kind. So that's kind of like a way of like bypassing joining the club to get some sort of a career. Steve, oh well, that's that then. Haha, open and closed. Tavistock funded by the Rockefellers. Got it. Franca, is the current Kim Kardashian a clone? So it was shown to me that the original Kim is gone. She doesn't exist any longer. As in, she's like what Lady Gaga was saying, like gone bye-bye, sleeping with the fishies, 6 feet under. The real Kim isn't around any longer. All we see now are the clones. Chava, do you see a war for the US? They seem to want one so bad. You know, the neocons want it. If there is, I don't know that it's going to be real, because again, if I don't see something with my own eyes, do I even believe it at this point? So even if there is supposedly some sort of a war, unless you yourself see it firsthand, I don't know that I would believe it. Like, I certainly wouldn't believe it. You do you, boo, you know? Simone, it's top tier. Not a Kardashian fan, but probably my favorite video. By the way, it really is. That's a pretty fucking wild video. I highly recommend it. Rumina, was Kris Jenner born into one of those families, or did she join? She joined when she married Robert Kardashian. So she was not born into, but she did join. Steve, the OG is long gone, gaga. Sarah, oh, Romina, questions on between the two of you. Simone, Kris pretty much sold out her children so she could enjoy all the riches. Isn't that the truth? Also, Kris is not a very nice person. I don't know. I mean, there's something about... Here, this is my own 2% personal opinion, and as I always tell you guys, if it's my personal opinion, I will tell you that. I will never pass off personal opinion as channeled information, but even if I didn't give you guys any sort of a disclaimer, you would know, because spirit is not judgmental and fae can be. It's my personal opinion. Kris Jenner chasing youth is a big reflection of the fact that she is empty on the inside. For a 70-year-old woman to do that much plastic surgery to look like she's 30, that's a red flag for somebody that doesn't have anything going on inside. Now, it's not to say that if you have a rich inner life, it makes getting older a cakewalk, because I got, thank God I don't have bags under my eyes, but I got hollowness under my eyes, I can see a little bit of jowling over here. It's natural aging. But it's to say that I am not so attached to my physical vessel that it matters more to me than what's going on the inside. I'm noticing it, but it's not dysregulating me to not that I could afford a facelift anyway, but it's not dysregulating me to the point where it's like I need to look like I'm 20 again. Like, that's just craziness, But for a 70-year-old to want to look 30, it's a red flag. In my opinion. My humblest of opinions. Steve, can you look into Edward Bernays, Freud's son of propaganda? I'm not understanding what that means. Edward Bernays, Freud's son of... He's not Freud's son, though, is he? So I don't understand your question, honey. Chava, do they off themselves or usually get offed before cloning? I also don't, are you asking me if celebrities off themselves? I'm not understanding your question, honey. Sarah, did R&B singers Babyface, Kenneth Brian Edmonds, and Maya Marie Harrison join the club or were they born into it? Both joined. Franca, are there any other Kardashians or Jenner clones as well or just Kim? The one that is hold on. Okay, there, Kim and, what's her name? I don't know any of them. Not Kylie, not Kendall. The one that was in a relationship with the basketball player, she also has a clone. I don't know what her name is though. Chava, can birds be spies? Okay, so great question of them. Yes, Steve already answered it. So in the past when I looked into it, it was shown to me that not all of the birds are real. Like, yeah, they can be. Some birds are not real. They're actually spying devices. Thank you, CIA. Jamie, yep, it's a good night. So happy, Jamie. Simone, you look, oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. And then here's the thing, I also didn't say that because like I wanted to fish for compliments. Trust me when I say I'm very secure in myself. I don't need external validation. Like I feel good about myself. It's just to say aging happens, right? And I was using it more as a compare and contrast. Not that I know what it's going to feel like to be 70 years old. Like maybe when I'm 70, I'll also want to get a facelift. But I promise you this, guys, I will not want to get a facelift to look like I'm 30. Like that's just weird, in my opinion. I would want to get it tastefully done. I would maybe want to look like a more refreshed version of myself. I wouldn't want to look like I was like 3 decades younger. It's just weird. I'm sorry. But thank you. I appreciate your compliment, Simone. Franca, Kylie Jenner looks completely different. Is that just plastic surgery? So all of them have had extensive plastic surgery. All of them. I'm talking like 3 different nose jobs. They all get like filler, jaw implants, lip fillers, veneers on their teeth. They've all gotten like hundreds of thousands of dollars versus work done. They look different because of the amount of work that they have gotten done. Sarah, is it true they used HAARP, High Frequency Active Aurora Research Program, to cause Hurricane Katrina in 2005 with its alleged weather manipulation techniques? Well, they can. It was shown to me that they do use it. They do use it to create the California forest fires. But you're asking specifically about Hurricane Katrina. Look at it this way. They enhanced. So was there going to be a hurricane? Yeah. Did they just make it worse than it would have been? Also, yeah. Because here's the thing, hurricanes naturally happen. Tornadoes naturally happen, but they can amplify it, and they do. Yes, thank you, Simone. Chloe, that's the one. Chava, if Kim is a clone, what happened to the original Kim? Go watch the video that I did on the Kardashians. So I'm giving you homework, Chava. The 2 videos that I'm going to recommend that you watch next in your binging, watch, actually I'm going to give you 3, okay, honey? Watch The Club and the Freemasons, and then watch the Kardashians, because the answer is in there. Franca, Khloe Kardashian dated the basketball player, is the no, she's still alive. She just happens to have a clone. Edward Bernays, so you're giving me the name, thank you. What does he have to do with, something to do with Freud? Sarah, were designers Diane von Furstenberg and Vivienne Westwood born in the club? Diane von Furstenberg was. Vivienne Westwood also, yes, both. Jamie, thank God. I love you just the way you are, Faye. Please, no touchy to the... I mean, I do a little. I do Botox, guys. I'm very honest about that. But I really... I don't do... Bleh. So first of all, when I was in my 20s, I did lip filler one time. And then I did it again, I want to say maybe 3 years ago, and I really did not like it. And I will not do it again. I really do not like, oh no, I actually did it 3 times. This is the craziest story. I mean, I learned a real lesson. So about 5 years ago, no, more than 5 years ago, at this point it's gotta be 6 years. So I got filler put in under my eyes, okay? So as we get older, you know, the fat and muscle distribution and the bone structure in your face changes. So I do have a little bit of like hollow, again, thank God it's not bags, right? Because if it's bags, I would have to get like a blepharoplasty. So hollowness I could deal with. But I started to notice it and I didn't like it so much. I went and I got filler, okay? I had to get it dissolved because filler under the eyes, and this is why you have to go, really, anyone who wants to get work done, you need to find a really reputable place that's not just going to be like, yeah, sure, whatever you want, honey, we'll take your money and we'll botch your face. Because I didn't know this at the time. The place that I went to, they didn't really know what they were doing. How do I know that? Because the place I go to now for Botox, I was once telling them this and they were like, oh no, like that's the wrong filler to put under the eyes. That's number 1. And number 2, filler really should not even, there's other things that you could do under the eyes that are natural. Such as what's it called? So I've actually done this. You can see it's, I don't know that it did anything. It's where they take your plasma from your blood and then they inject it and that boosts collagen, right? So that's all natural. It's not filler. So the place I go to now for Botox, they were like, that's the first of all, the filler they put in is the worst filler. Second of all, no one should ever put filler in under their eyes because there's other things that you could do that are natural. So anyway, the filler that I had put in, it's Juvederm. So they were joking when I told them in the place I go to now, they're like, we call Juvederm Moviderm because it moves around. It doesn't stay in one place. So under one eye, all of it moved right here. All of it. And then under this one, it went in the opposite direction. It came all the way. So I had to go back and I had to get it dissolved because once it migrates, there's nothing that you can do other than dissolve it. So I did filler 3 times. I will never do it again. I only do Botox. It's only my plan to do Botox. I don't want to do anything else. Although if anybody wants to sponsor an upper blepharoplasty for me, that would be lovely. I would certainly say yes. That's all I plan on doing because I have hooded eyes and, I wouldn't mind looking a little bit more awake. That's all I'm saying. Just keeping it real over here with you guys. Just keeping it real. And if I ever get any further work done, I'm not going to be like the Kardashians and I'm not going to be like, no, I haven't gotten anything done. Meanwhile, anyone with eyes can tell they don't look like the same people. Come on, just be honest about it. You know what I mean? So if I ever get work done, I will be honest. Like if I ever get myself some upper blepharoplasty, I will not shut up about it. I will come on here and I will talk about it all the goddamn time. You guys are going to be like, enough, Faye, we got it, you got it done. Thank you. You've informed us, can we move on? I will not shut up about it. I'm going to keep everything honest over here. Because I can't stand people that are dishonest about getting work done. It's just like, come on, if you're going to do it, just fess up to it. Like we do, and especially here, and I don't know what it's like in other places in the world. It's a nothing burger here. People get work done all the time. It's a nothing burger. It's so not a big deal. Like almost every person I know, I would say, and even the men, they all get Botox. It's like such not a big deal here. Botox is like going to the dentist to get a teeth cleaning. That's literally what it's like in LA. Everybody gets it. The people, your cashier in the grocery store, they get Botox. Everyone gets Botox. It's such a nothing burger out here. Anyway, I'm not saying all that because I'm like, it's not like I think thou does protest too much. It's not one of those moments. It's like, it's just, in LA, it's as commonplace as like getting your hair cut. It's nothing. Chava, too young looks fake. I agree. It's like dating somebody 30 years younger. Stunted development. Bingo. Very good assessment, Chava. Kristen, they look different because they are different. Couldn't resist. There you go, love. Steve, ooh, they use it for, yes, they do use it for fires. Yes. Steve, I didn't know they use HARP for fires, just weather manipulation. They use it for everything. Sarah, are the mysterious men in black who are always linked to supposed USO sightings and investigations real? Yes. The movie Men in Black was a reveal. Romina, can you look into Japanese actor Miyu Irino's energy and if he has anything to share about the Japanese entertainment industry? He said he wishes it was as pure as it used to be, and that's all he wants to say because he wants to keep his head on his shoulders. I think that tells us everything we need to know. Thank you, Romina. I appreciate it. Thank you. And again, I really, guys, I'm really secure in myself. Please trust me when I say I'm not talking about myself aging because I want compliments. I'm talking about it because it's normal and it's natural, and I don't want to be like the Kardashians. I don't know. Maybe I'm too honest for my own good. I don't know. Like, I talk to you guys like you guys are my fucking besties. If I'm, I talk to you about perimenopause. Like, I'm going to talk to you guys about everything. I don't know what to say. I'm keeping it real here, guys. One thing I always want you to know is I will always be real with you. You're never going to get an inauthentic Faye. That's not my vibe. I have my moon in my first house in Leo. Like, come on, I can't be fake. Steve, you missed the comment. Edward Bernays, is he Freud's nephew? He was the one who coined the term propaganda and public relations work. I would say related, but I wouldn't say specifically a nephew. Sarah, were the comedians Andy Samberg and Kate McKinnon born in the club? What's her name? I think Kate was. Andy, Andy doesn't want to say. I get the same speech whenever they don't want to say. It's always the same version. It's like, well, if I joined, I don't want you to think that I only have a career because I just. It's always the same thing. I think it means he probably joined, but wasn't born in it. Franca, the Lara Flynn Boyle video you did was also very good and shocking. That revealed a lot too about the club. Yep, that's why it's a members exclusive. Some things are just not palatable, but thank you for saying so, Franca. Simone, I will check out the Lara Flynn Boyle video. Haven't watched that one yet. The club video is my most watched video of Faye's. I've watched it 3 or 4 times. That was an excellent one. That was definitely. I mean, could you imagine if my guides had shared that shit with me like 3 years ago in the beginning? I wouldn't know what to do with it. It would break my brain. Like, as it is, some videos that I look into, I feel like my brain is broken afterwards. So, Franca, Faye, your eyes are so pretty. You don't need any work done on your face. Thank you. I appreciate that. And here's one thing I can promise you, I will never get done. I will never. And I have a friend who gets this done, and I was like, aren't you proud of a life that includes smiles? And I'm not judging her. You do, as I always say, you do you, boo. She gets filler put into her smile lines because she doesn't want to have smile. It's like, girl, look, I get Botox here because I don't want to look like I'm an angry bitch, right? I'd rather look like I have some like character on my face. Like, of all the things to want lines, I want them smile lines. I will never get filler here, ever. Never. This is what I'm most proud of on my face, the smile lines. I want to look in the mirror and know that I've had a lot of reasons to smile and laugh. That's it. That's all I want at the end of the day. That's it. Rumina, Simone, I get something new with every rewatch of Faye's content. Thank you for saying that. Chava, I swipe the inside of cracked eggshells with my fingers and wipe it on my eyes for, oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to try that. That's a really good suggestion. Here's another thing that I actually discovered for anyone who's thinking about getting Botox. If you have hooded eyes, you have to be very careful with injecting in your forehead because there's certain muscles here that will actually make your eyelids droop more. You gotta be careful. So that's, again, you need to go to a really, really good reputable place that knows that. The place that I go to, I will never leave them. I'm going to them for years now. Because how do I know all of this? From going to not good places. How did I know that? I'm not a fucking plastic surgeon. I don't know how the muscles affect each other. I went someplace, I got Botox in my forehead, and for the next 3 months, I looked like I was walking around half asleep because my eyes were that droopy. Never again. But that is, I'm really going to try that. That's a very, very good idea. Chava, do you use sage and Palo Santo? I do. Simone, we appreciate your honesty and real life. One thing you will always get is me being honest with you. I can promise you that. Sarah, at Chava, does that really help with under your eyes? It's very, very interesting, by the way. I will say this, the PRP injections that I had in under my eyes, I think they helped, but again, it's not a permanent fix. It helps temporarily fill in under the eyes. One thing I can tell you it helped with, unequivocally, I don't have to wear concealer anymore because it actually completely dissolves dark, whatever you call it. Like, you know, the darkness under the eyes. Look, it looks like I have like a highlighter on under my eyes, right? Nothing. It helped with that, so it was worth it for that for sure. Sarah, was Alfonso Ribeira, he played Carlton Banks in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, born in the club, or did he join later? Low level. Rumina, is podcaster Ian Carroll controlled opposition, industry plant, or a club member? He's cloaking himself right now. Chava, are all the presidents really related? Not only the presidents. Brad Pitt is like somehow related to Barack Obama. How? I don't fucking know. It's anyone that's in the club is really. Sarah, the Flying Dutchman, a ship fated to sail the seas for all of eternity, has become rooted in naval folklore since it was the first supposed sighting in the 17th century. Does the ghost ship really exist? I need to read that question again. Hang on a second. I don't even know what I just read. The Flying Dutchman, a ship fated to sail the seas for all eternity, has become... I don't even know, what does that even mean? Why was it fated to sail the seas for all of eternity? I have so many questions. This is not a you problem, Sarah. This is definitely a me problem. But nonetheless, I have questions. Anyway, it was fated to sail the seas for all of eternity, has become rooted in naval folklore since it was first supposedly sighted in the 17th century. Does the ghost... I got it now. It's from another dimension. Sometimes it crosses in and out, so yes. Rumina, is celebrity doctor Mehmet Oz controlled up or is he genuine? A little bit of both. I would say he's influenced, but I wouldn't say quite owned, but he is definitely influenced. Chava, you are supposed to do the egg eye with steam. Oh, that's not going to happen. This is becoming too complicated already. If it involves more than one step, it's not going to happen. Basically, I'm turning into that meme, or I'm sure, have we not all seen it? You know, I'm basically running on like fumes and caffeine at this point. That's me. And second of all, like I'm at that point in my life, I'm just echoing what countless other middle-aged women before have said. Like, how am I supposed to get a good night's sleep and work out and take care of myself and meditate and take care of a child and get food for him and eat well and grocery shop and be a boss babe and brush my teeth and go to the dentist and keep up with my skincare, it's like I need more hours in the day. It's not possible. Like, thank God for those makeup remover wipes, because some days that's the extent of like what I'm doing. I'm so tired at the end of the day. I fucking can't anymore. It's like, God damn it. I mean, and then, you know, Pip Soldier, he's going to sleep later. It's like my me time has vanished to non-existence at this point. Franca, did Charlie Hunnam have to participate in a ritual to get the lead role in the new Netflix series Monster at Game? Hang on a second here. I don't even know. There's something going on with him, and I can't quite figure out what's being shown to me. Give me a minute. I'm going to stay with his energy a little bit longer and see if it's going to get any clearer. You know, sometimes, like, if you look at a telescope, you have to adjust the binocular thingy to see clearly. Kind of like imagine I'm looking through a telescope and it's a little blurry. I want to see if I can get the picture to come a little bit more into focus. Do you guys remember a few years ago he was everywhere and then he kind of like vanished and now he's like slowly coming back? There's something going on with him and I can't see what it is. It's still a little bit blurry. Maybe check back in 10 minutes and see if it can become a little bit clearer, because right now it's not coming into focus. Chava, yes, my eyes look like I was dehydrated in dark circles. Eggs have vitamins, so it's a natural eye cream. Also, sliced potatoes for 15 minutes too. Girl, you are like an encyclopedia of natural remedies here for your face. Tell us more, please. Nikki, I got upper blepharoplasty earlier this year, not cosmetic surgery, just from doctor for under medical, so it was free for Medicare. Made a big difference, but not perfect. Cosmetic touch-up in the future. Thank you for sharing that. I actually spoke to somebody out here also. Her doctor told her she needed to get it was medically necessary. She said when they do it medically necessary, they don't do it through the lens of a cosmetic surgeon. And she said also she had to go in for a revision. And she said they probably could have even taken more. It's almost like they did the bare minimum, because it's like they just do enough to make it medically necessary. So she wasn't, she had it done twice and she's still not happy. Steve, can we look into Bad Bunny again now with his Super Bowl slot? What's his name? Nikki, oops, 4 was a typo. I got what you were saying. Hello, Lisa, honey. Good evening, Faye. I wanted to stop by and see how you are doing. A little bit tired today. Might be coming down with something. Not really sure. But I pushed through and I am here because I live in service to humanity. So here we are. Chava, I don't do Steam either, but it works better if you do. I believe you. It's just not going to happen. Like, it's not going to happen. Hello, Swims, my darling. Lisa Sims, yeah, there is definitely not enough hours in the day, and here lately I just haven't had much energy to do much, so some days it's really hard to function, just way too much going on, and as an empath, yep, it's a struggle, some days to make it through the day, plus my sleep schedule is all screwed up. I don't know if it's like my hormones or what, but I have been so freaking tired lately, like, fuck. But the energy just also feels really heavy. So I don't know. I gotta check my app. I need to see when I'm due. I might be close to that time, and maybe that's why I'm also just feeling a little not 100% today. Steve, you're one of the girls now. You're an honorary member of like the perimenopausal club over here, Steve. Simone, I'm right there with you and the hours of the day. That's why I wake up so early to get in that me time, or else it don't happen. Guys, I don't know if it's okay to share this, Simone. I'm not gonna say anything. If you want to share, I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna say anything. It's not my place. But Simone is amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. Sarah, what about the good old method, putting cucumber slices under your eyes? I don't know. I buy the expensive eye cream. I'm not convinced it's doing anything, honestly. I think, by the way, the $7 facial oil that I get from Trader Joe's, I think is probably doing more for my skin than anything at this point. Steve, Bad Bunny is Benito Antonio Martinez Acacio. I forgot the question about him. It's something to do with the Super Bowl, right? Let me see if I could see something about him without the full question. Well, he's in the club, if that's what you want to know. Chava, I do love natural remedies. I only do it when I eat eggs. I appreciate your honesty. Geo Cosmic Valentine, my sleep schedule is upside down too. I am right there with you guys. So I'm so tired that I need more caffeine throughout the day, but if I have more caffeine, I can't sleep at night. It's a bad cycle, y'all. Steve, Benito is such a cute name. It is a cute name. Sarah, were Alicia Keys, Gal Gadot, and Christina Applegate born in the club? No, Alicia Keys wasn't, but she is anyway. She joined it. Gal Gadot, joined, and Christina Applegate was born in it. Gretchen, I used to work for an orthoplastic doctor, and he had great results with his upper breath surgeries. Always go to an ophthalmologist that's plastic specialist. So last week I actually went for a consultation, and not for that. Like, I needed to go to an eye doctor anyway, so I went to a different eye. Okay. Have you all heard about this thing called Upneek? Okay, so it's like these eye drops you put in your eye, and they make your eyes look like more open because it relaxes like the muscles or something. I don't exactly understand. Yes, honey. Hang on, guys.
Do you know how to download Geometry Dash on your computer?
That's not happening.
Why?
Because it's for work.
But then can you get me my own computer for games?
You're 10 years old.
Mom, it's just for games.
And you're 10 years old.
I'll sacrifice the phone if I need to.
Not now, child. So
anyway, once you're done with live, we'll start negotiating. We'll start negotiations.
So anyway, I went to this eye doc. If you want to try Upneek, you need a consultation and you need a prescription. Okay. So I went to this eye doctor, and he's like, I don't really think it's gonna work for you because you don't have droopy eyelids. You have hooding. He's like, whatever. I'll give you a few samples. You could try it. You could see. I don't think it's gonna do anything. I don't think it did anything. Anyway, I went to this new eye doctor, and while I was there, I was like, well, I have this hooding. He's like, yeah, if you want, I can give you like a referral for a doctor that you could go and see if you're a good candidate. I was like, great. He gave me this doctor's business card. I called this doctor's office. Lord. So first of all, this eye doctor I went to told me, he's like, you have to see what's it called? An orthoplastic doctor. He's like, don't go to a plastic surgeon. Because a plastic surgeon, I don't even know what he was telling me, but it made sense in the moment. Now I think he just wanted to, refer me to his friend. Anyway, I called his friend, the eye doctor's office. I was like, I just left my eye doctor. He gave me this referral. I wanted to come in and see if I'm a good candidate for an upper blepharoplasty. They're like, okay, we're taking appointments in, November. We need a $400 deposit. I was like, what, is that for the consultation? They're like, it's for the consultation. I was like, I can't pay it when I come in. They're like, no, we need to take it right now when we make the appointment. Then I was like, hold on a second. Because now I'm thinking, this is a lot of money. I was like, how much does the procedure cost? $10K. Does the doctor take insurance? No, ma'am. 10K. I'm sorry, $10,400. And they don't accept insurance. But this is a orthoplastic surgeon. This is not a plastic surgeon, it's an orthoplastic surgeon. Doesn't make a difference. It's a popular procedure right now, so you're gonna get graped one way or another with these things. Steve, what do you mean now? About what? Lisa Sims, that time is always a joy. I told you guys, if I ever get an upper blepharoplasty, I'm not gonna shut up about it. Here, I even just told you I went for a fucking consultation. You will know every procedure that I ever get done. That's for damn sure. Lisa, I can talk, I promise. That time is always a joy to deal with, LOL. I am not quite going through menopause yet. Perry is no fun. That's all I'm gonna say. Nikki, yes, it was done in public, training hospital. I think doctor's apprentice did one eye and the doctor did the other. Ooh. Simone, I'm an open book, share it, right? Okay, so now that I got your consent, Simone, I'm gonna share. So I follow Simone on, as I do with a lot of you guys. Like if I know your handle, I will follow you. You guys are my friends at this point. So I follow Simone on Instagram. She gets up when it is still dark out, usually somewhere at 5 a.m. to go work out. How? I do not know. It is outside of the realm of my understanding capacities. I don't understand it. You are like a beast. I do not understand how you do it. It's amazing. I don't understand it. Like, getting up at 7 a.m. is still hard for me. 5, it's never going to happen. It's just not going to. It's just more hours of the day that I will end up being miserable. Rumina, can you look into the energy of seed oils and their effects on our health? They cause inflammation on our body. They're toxic. Don't cook with them, please. Jamie, sleep? I know. I don't know when. I really don't understand it. Steve, I know Bunny is in the club, but how come he gets to do the Super Bowl this year? It's two things. It's a lottery, and it's also what depraved shit are they willing to do in order to do the Super Bowl? That's what it is. It's a 2-part process, essentially. Jamie, I don't know what sleep is either. Chava, why does Mariah Carey not like to walk? She's a princess. Simone, I decided to start waking up early so I can be at the gym by 5 and get a small workout and sauna session before work. Unreal. I meditate in the sauna. It's been a great way to start the day. That to me is literally like my worst nightmare. Like if I was ever put into a gulag, right? If this, like, seriously, you want to know how to punish Faye? Make me wake up at 5 a.m. Not just to work out, for anything. That to me is gulag. Like, this is the equivalent of like war criminals being put into like a prisoner of war camp. Obviously, I know they work them to the bone, but to me, it's the equivalent of being like waking up at 5 a.m. That's torture. It's just literally torture to me. And you do it intentionally. It's remarkable. It's unfucking believable. Chava, how cute. How many children do you have? Just one. Simone, please say coconut oil isn't bad. Coconut oil isn't bad. Lisa, jaded. Yeah, as an RN, you probably don't get much sleep, do you? Jamie, oh, that actually sounds good, Simone. Gretchen, yeah, I would not pay for a consult for a blat. $400? I'm sorry, like, this doctor that I went to for the consultation for the upneek, that was free. Like, I'm sorry, $400 is a lot of money. When I go to my regular eye doctor, it doesn't even cost that amount of money. That's crazy. And I've gone to other doctors. It's like a regular insurance copay. It's $90. What the heck? Simone, thanks. It's been very beneficial. I mean, not understand. I mean, I'm in awe. I'm really in awe. Christy, red flags. Wait, which part? That they don't accept insurance? Yeah. Simone, hit that like button. Oh, thank you, Simone. I appreciate you, honey. Jaded, not an RN, although I would like to do that, being that I am in a type of medical field, but no sleep around here. Kristen, I used to work out at 5 a.m. 12 years ago. I never have. I once did well, actually, no. When I was doing my yoga teacher training, we always started every day with yoga. So one of them was like 8 o'clock. And one of them was 7. That's the earliest I've ever worked out. 5 a.m.? I've woken up at 5 a.m. Not happy about it, but I've done it. Chava, 10K, no insurance. Wow. I know quite a few people get surgery and treatments in Mexico and the Philippines for half the price, and they look really good. Dental mommy makeovers, etc. Yeah. Here's the thing. If I could get insurance, that would be great. I don't have that kind of money. Fucking get it. God bless the people who do. Look, I'm a single mom over here. I don't have that kind of money. The biggest luxury I have is my Botox. That's it. Lisa, I don't do mornings. I am the most productive, it seems, late to middle of the night, which is when I can get things done. Definitely not 5 a.m. So your circadian rhythm, you are considered I think it's a wolf. I'm a wolf too. I think that's what it is. The night owls are not actually owls, they're wolves. I'm a wolf too. Chava, especially just to provide information and a visual, right? And by the way, it's the same 400 whether you do the consult over telemed, like online or in person. That's just greedy. Kristen, red flags for the 400 down payment and no insurance. That's why I didn't make the appointment. Kristen, 5 a.m. at the gym was quiet and no one was there. Husband was home while the kids slept. It was the only time I could go. I get it. I just wouldn't do it. Lisa, 5 to 6 a.m. is my sleep time, not wake up time. I'm telling you, that is the equivalent of being in a work camp.
Are you serious?
To me. Simone, maybe this is good for a laugh. I am walking through Walmart dressed like a vampire. We took our youngest trick-or-treating earlier. I love that. Steve, what kind of vampire? Tommy John, I only get 3 to 4 hours. How? Look, here's the thing. In reality, I know all people, not everyone needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep. The crazy thing is, I'm getting to the point in my life, if I get too much sleep, the day is shot. On the weekends, I can't sleep in anymore because I'm ruined for the rest of the day. I'm too tired. I need to wake up by 8 o'clock or my day is shot. If I wake up at 9 o'clock, the day is ruined. When did this happen? The craziest fucking shit. How are you functioning, Tommy John, in 3 to 4 hours? That's just cray-cray. Kristen, I'm currently ready to go to bed because I've been so tired for the past 10 days, but I'm waiting for daughter to get home from football game. The life of a mom, right? Jaded for Blue, or Jamie, I'm sorry. Listen, I gotta get going. It's gonna be a long night and day at work. You are most welcome, Jamie. I love you. Have a wonderful evening at work, sweetie. Ramina, is methylene blue actually good for your health? Is there an agenda behind its popularity in the biohacking world? For some people, not for all people. But I wouldn't say that it's toxic for people, that it's not good for. It just doesn't optimize health. Kristen, I would also take a nap in the middle of the day after being up that early because I need lots of sleep. Yep. Lisa, have a good time at work. Ramina, yes, okay. By the way, Ramina, okay, I didn't mean to shortchange you on the question that you had asked about seed oils. So it is my opinion. Can I prove this? No, it's my opinion that seed oils cause arthritis. Because what is arthritis? It's swelling of the joints. What do seed oils do? They cause inflammation in the body. So for some people, can it cause inflammation in the joints? Yes. So it is my opinion that seed oils, when we use them to cook, this is not even my opinion. It has already been proven that seed oils cause inflammation in the body. It's proven. What do we need that for? We have enough inflammation in our body because of the way we're all living out of alignment because of this janky ass planet we live on. Chava, my friend paid $8,000 for full mommy makeover. Damn, that's good. Went in looking like SpongeBob, came out like Jessica Rabbit. Do you think our food will get better? It's so fake and chemically laden. Eventually, yes. I've looked into this for a previous AMA, but it's not actually going to be the federal government that does it. We're going to end up transforming it, and fast food is going to go by the wayside because we're all going to be too high vibe to eat that shit. Rumina, oh no, I totally got your answer on seed oils. Okay, good. Lisa, it's so weird because I sometimes can go a while without sleep and then I just completely have no energy at all. I don't know what to say. Yeah, it is a janky ass planet. I mean, I know that the highest version of myself was like, go get your ass down there, girl. Go live in service to humanity. I'm not questioning the highest version of myself, but I'm questioning the highest version of myself. Chava, tomatoes cause arthritis in my knees. Ooh, interesting. Lisa Sims, I have cut back on fast food. Some people eat out a lot. Yep. Rumina, why would we wait for the government? It starts with changing ourselves. That's what was shown to me, that the government has too many other things that it's going to need to reform first. By the time it gets down to the food, we're already going to have done it. We're going to be too high vibe. Nobody's going to be eating fast food any longer. So all the fast food restaurants are going to fold. So it is actually going to be us that is going to be causing all of the changes to the food. I love this community. That's very, very supportive, Simone. Thank you. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I had. I mean, I eat out in restaurants. I'll get like takeout, but like not from like Taco Bell or anything like that. I don't know. It just like doesn't taste like food to me. Not that I even remember. I don't remember the last. To me, like the most fast food I will eat is like getting something to eat at Starbucks. I don't know if that counts. Rumina, is it true that fast food has you know what DNA in it? Well, have you seen the AMA that I did with the segment on John of God? Because he had revealed to me that McDonald's is human. Not all of it, but some of it is. So do with that what you will. Kristen, my daughter's body rids itself of tomatoes ASAP, if you know what. So she's allergic to it, is what you're saying. Steve, the great fast food wars, only Taco Bell survives. Remember Demolition Man? I don't think I saw that. Chava, that's good to hear. The food in the grocery store is getting worse too. You don't have to do anything. I started to read the ingredients on everything that I brought into my home, and I didn't even realize how bad I felt because it was so normal to me to feel bad. And then I cut it out of my diet, and I can tell if I go to somebody's house what kind of oil they cook with, because the next day I feel like I was hit by a truck. Because my body got so used to feeling good again that when it feels bad from eating seed oil, I know it's because yesterday I ate by so-and-so's house, they cook with bad oil, and that's why I don't feel well today. You just get used to feeling like shit. We don't know that our bodies are actually meant to feel good. And the craziest thing also is, I have a torn meniscus in my right knee. Don't know how that happened. It just did. I have one. And it used to bother me really, really badly. And then I cut seed oils out of my diet and the pain went away. What do you know? Kristen, not by an allergy test. You don't have to know by an allergy test. You know by the way you feel after you eat something. Lisa, everything is toxic and poisonous for you, unfortunately. I mean, accurate. Simone, I tried telling my mom about McDonald's. She hears me but doesn't listen. That's why a lot of people are resisting waking up. They don't want to know. Because then,
They have to know.
right, so put from the other room, because then they have to know. But it's more than they have to know. Then they feel like they're going to have to actually start, like, okay, so how much do I have to get rid of? And for some people, they don't want their life to change. They like their life the way it is. They're comfortable, they're attached. They don't know that they could feel good because all they know is to feel bad, essentially, right? That was me before I cut seed oils out of my diet. I never knew I didn't, the crazy thing is, I didn't even know that I felt bad because that's just the way that I felt. And then when I cut seed oils out and I felt good, I was like, holy shit, I really felt bad then, and I didn't even know. It's really the craziest thing. Sarah Lee, what is energetically going on at Mount Shasta? Hidden stuff. This is kind of wild. There's a doorway to another dimension there. Lisa Sims, I listen to my local radio and they are always talking about the latest popular fast food item they are going to try. Oh God. And I'm like, that's so bad for you. I mean, they're not awake. Ramina, you really have to pick it's an excellent point that you raised, by the way. Chava, I get gas with GMO flour and lots of coffee is fake too. So I can't drink coffee anymore. I get too jittery, so I switched over to matcha. Simone, is it normal for those who are awake or aware to be the black sheep or the outcast? Yes, and usually they are. Lisa, what is the future of the U.S. military? Well, it's corrupt just like everything else. It's going to have to come down and be rebuilt. Kristen, do you ever have moments where you think, would it be easier to go back to sleep? I don't want to, but sometimes it's rough. Also, my brother says he wants to stay asleep. A lot of people do. No, I never feel that way. And every day that I am awake, I'm very, very grateful for the fact that I am awake. I would never want to go back to sleep. Villain, Mount Shasta is the crown chakra of the earth. Yeah, I could kind of see that. Rumina, is biohacker and author Ben Greenfield in the club or otherwise controlled? No, I don't think so. Kristen, Mount Shasta. Oh, the irony, Faye. We have to talk. I don't want this in text. We will, honey. You wanted to talk to me anyway, didn't you want to? Kristen, I meant everyone in the chat, girl. I know you. I got you, love. Rumina, I'd have to say I'm much happier after waking up. Yes. Here's the thing. Even before I woke up, I knew something. I couldn't put my finger on what it was, but something never felt right in the world. And I also never understood, like, wake up, go to work, come home, eat dinner, watch TV, go to sleep, rinse and repeat 5 days of the week. Like, it didn't make sense to me, like that, like, what was I born for? To be a slave? Like, I thought that at 8 years old. And again, here's the thing, starseeds. This world, when you're not from it, doesn't make sense. It feels even if we don't know what it is. I mean, I was a kid thinking that. You know, something about it just always felt. And I will also definitely say, when it was shown to me that the energy here is akin to quicksand, it was like a light bulb went off in my head. Because I remember my whole childhood really, really felt that way. So when my guides had shared that with me, I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Because being a starseed and then coming here, the energy really affected me that much more because it's not an energy that I'm used to. Yes, Rumina. The waking up is a journey. There is so much more. I think it happens in layers, but here's the thing. I think we go through one big dark night of the soul and one big spiritual awakening. And then I think there are mini ones afterwards. So imagine, if you will, a really, really big earthquake and then aftershocks. Because you're never going to wake up again the way you first woke up, the first dark night of the soul, because when it happens next time, you know what it is. So it's never going to hit quite the same way again. Lisa, after watching your video on AI and religion, it has made me aware that everything has been corrupted. And how can we get out of this big mess? It shows how much of the cabal is controlling everything and us. Yep. Kristen, so sorry, I'm so tired, and I'm up with you on the things being off. Before I woke up, I must have been claircognizant. Yep. Sarah Lee, did actor, there goes my pen, Chadwick Boseman's crossing over due to cancer occur entirely without the club's involvement? I looked into him. He has a segment in a previous AMA, honey. And it was shown to me that, I'm sorry, I know what I'm doing looks weird. I need to get my pen. But it was close. It was too far for me to lean over and get it, but it was close enough that I could, like scooch it with my foot. So that's what I did. It was close enough for me to pick it up now. I just needed to explain why I was like creeping away. No, it was shown to me he was confused about his crossing over, so it's not, I don't think it was all natural. Chaba, I used to despise the guy on The Matrix who was the traitor eating the steak, but now I understand it's a clown world and they try hard to change you into one. Perfectly said. Lisa, no, I am much too awake and aware to go back to sleep, but it's really depressing to know what I know now. That's why a lot of people get black-pilled, right? Black-pilled is like, I'm so red-pilled, nothing's happening, it's taking too long, it's all a fucking sham to be awake. We get jaded from being awake so long and like not seeing tangible results of things happening. But they are, right? Guys, I've always consistently seen that. Kristen, oh, we're tired. The quicksand energy is changing and affecting us directly. I almost feel like energetically they're doubling down, so to say. Chava, when and how did you start talking to your guides? I tried to suppress it for over 3 decades. But I had a series of events that happened between 35 and 37 that before I knew, I would say the universe was trying to wake me up. Now that I know, I would say I had written that as the cosmic creator of my life experiences. I wrote a number of series of events in that were designed for me as a starseed to wake up. And they did. And then I was like, you know what? My life wasn't working the way it was before. Why don't I just try giving in and seeing what happens? And that's exactly what happened. And, I basically sat down and meditated every day for 6 months. Easy. Sometimes 30 minutes a day. And started journaling everything that came through. Started to be able to pick out patterns. And the meditation is designed to actually quiet your mind, not all at once. And what's actually going to happen at first, and this is why a lot of people think they're meditating wrong. When you first start meditating, you're going to be aware of how noisy your mind actually is. You don't have to do anything. Meditation will have you confront the thoughts banging around in your mind. So that way, when you can see them clearly, it's like the browsers on your computer. You can close them. Close, not minimize. And then, when you close all those browsers, how more efficiently your computer will run. It's the same thing. So once I gave in, I suddenly became aware of all the thoughts banging around in my head, and then suddenly it became quiet. No thoughts competing for my attention. And one day I said, okay, now that there's all this quiet here, there's something called guides. Didn't know what the first thing about them. I said, show me magic. And then from there on out, every night, I would ask my guides for something and they would bring it to me. And then the craziest thing was, because I was keeping notes on everything that I was journaling when I came out of meditation, I started to see in the noise of even that first time I sat down to meditate, my guides were already bringing me goods. I just didn't know it, because all of the goods the guides were bringing me were competing with the thoughts banging around in my head. So that's why I always say, you want to change your life, meditate. That's, to me, the number one. It's the key that unlocks everything. It unlocks all of your gifts and abilities. Sarah Lee, what's the real... Hello, Jada. I will answer your question in a moment, honey. Sarah, what's the real meaning and symbolism of the swastika, which was used by the Nazi Party and the neo-Nazis during World War II? They corrupt everything. So they took something that actually... Holy shit. So what that actually is it's some sort of an energetic key, and it unlocks something. I don't know what it unlocks. Where did he get it from? Where did it come from? 1 second. Hold on, there's something here. 1 second. This is a whole big can of whoop ass we're about to get into, and I want to get into it. Guys, give me a second here. He didn't even know. This is the craziest thing. He felt the energy of it. Okay, so Hitler didn't even know when that... He felt the energy of it without knowing what it was. But the swastika was actually, just like I always say to you guys, everything is corrupted and perverted. It's now associated with Hitler and the Nazis, but it actually is some sort of a high vibe key. And I'm being blocked. I'm concealed. I'm not being shown what it is a key to, but it is a key to something. Hitler didn't even know this. He was energetically, without even knowing that's what it was, he was attracted to it. He was drawn to it. He chose it, but it's actually a high vibe symbol. It's been corrupted because now nobody would ever look at it and see it as a high vibe symbol. It's some sort of a key. And I'm going to even take it a step further, and I'm going to say it's... Look at it like a compass. It's a compass that leads. Imagine if it was not just a symbol, but if it was like a physical 3D compass, it actually would lead the person that had the compass to where the covenant of the Ark is concealed. Because the covenant of the Ark has been tucked away, almost like a pocket door. It's been tucked away for safekeeping. For the time being anyway. But that, if it was turned into an actual compass, can actually lead somebody to the location. Now, I'm not saying that they could open the door, but it would lead them to the location of where it has been tucked away for safekeeping. Crazy. That is fucking crazy. Jada, why is everyone so tired and anxious? That's what we've been talking about. I thought that it was me. I thought maybe it's hormones. Maybe it's like that close to that time. I mean, it might be anyway. I don't fucking know. I feel like they're doubling down on the energy right now. Because again, the Cabal is... I always compare what's going on between High Vibe and Team Dark Side, like two master chess players, right? There's a lot of ego involved. 5 moves into the game, they already know who's going to win. But the one that's going to lose is not just going to lay his king down and be like, good game, man. No, he's going to try to take out as many of the other person's pieces as he can along the way. That's all they have left. They've already lost. They don't have looking glass technology any longer. They lost it. They're losing all of the pillars of the foundation of the Cabal. All they can do is just try to throw roadblocks in the way. So they're doubling down on the energy right now. But in addition to that, there's 2 things that are happening. As I had shared with you, the earth is also purging, right? It's purging the lower, denser energies. So as it purges, a lot of dense energy is getting pushed up. So we, being the inhabitants of Earth, our bodies are absorbing those denser energies. So that's part of what's going on as well. Simone, I've enjoyed my journey of awakening, and believe it or not, it all started with the movie The Prince of Egypt. I started to look at my life through heaven's eyes, and I asked, am I here for? What am I here for? That is wild, Simone. Chava, political, entertainment, medical, educational, it's all corrupt. All of it. You are correct, my dear. Simone, then I quickly learned about light workers right after that. It's amazing that you did, by the way, that you found it so fast. Steve, new energies from space, lower vibes surfacing to light. There you go. Jada, what happened to D'Angelo? I think I spoke about him in the last AMA, honey. No, not the last AMA, in the last live stream. Simone, so I suppose that's what I am. There you go, honey. Yep. Steve, new grids coming back to life. Doubling down. Lisa Sims, I try to listen to my intuition, but I don't know if I am ready to really. You know what? The fact that you know that, you're right where you want to be. That's the sweet spot, Lisa. I was going to say, what if you have fear about connecting with your spirit guides and just feel weird about doing so? You don't have to. Just know that if you ever feel ready and if you ever want to, they will be there. I used to think, oh my God, like it's like you turn it off. It's all it is a faucet. When you turn off your sink at the end of the day, do you think, oh my God, I'll never have running water again? No. You know that next time you turn on your sink, you'll have water. It's the same thing with our guides, with our gifts and abilities. All we're doing is we're just temporarily turning them off. You can always reunite with them at some future point. Simone, do guides have names? Yes. Do they have genders? So they might lean more energetically towards a masculine or feminine energy. It's going to be reflected with the names that they have, but they don't really have a gender. And also they choose names. It's kind of like, have you ever gone to like a nail salon and it's all like run by Vietnamese women? So what are their names? Kathy, Tina, Amy, right? Like they all have, thank you for the gift. They all have like very American names. Those are not their names. They choose it because it's easier for us. You know, like, oh, I want to go to Amy next time. So they give you very generic American names, so it's easier for us. Our guides don't have names the way we do. Their names are an energy. They will give you a name so it's easier and more palatable for us. Like one of my clients asked me for her guide's names. It was Tommy. One of the names was Tommy. It's not really his name. That was just a name for her to, connect to it, Steve, I have so many tabs open. Time to meditate. Chava, I agree. Do you think clairaudience is your guides talking to you? Sometimes. Meditate and you will be able to discern the difference between your guides and your own gifts and abilities. Kristen, that's my ADHD. So much input that I'm getting and I'm not processing it properly. Meditate. Steve, they hijacked the symbol because of its power. Exactly. It is a positive. It was originally a positive symbol and it was hijacked. Simone, the swastika is very fascinating. Great question and answer. It was a great question. Steve, LOL, more than 20 tabs? Oh, Indiana Jones. I told you guys what was shown to me. That movie is all of them. Every Indiana Jones movie is full of reveals, chock full, all of them. When we finally do like a class trip, when we do a retreat, every night we're gonna have movie night and we're gonna watch all of the Indiana Jones movies. Because my guides told me, every single movie is full of reveals. Hello, Jules. I'm so glad that you joined, honey. You are right on time, honey. You are not late, my darling. Simone, I was thinking 32. That's funny. Chava, what's the real reason we went into Iraq? So it was shown to me when I had first looked into this. What's his name? Oh fuck, cause me and names. Jules is new here. Jules Honey, I can't remember names for shit. I know who I'm thinking of, and I'll give you guys information so you guys can help me fill in the blank. I can't remember names for shit. I could be looking into like Brad Pitt. I will seriously like forget his name. I'm not good with names. Saddam Hussein. It was shown to me that Saddam Hussein, who was implanted, right? An actor, just like all world leaders are actors. All of them are given a script. Saddam Hussein forgot that he was an actor. He thought he was really the role that he was playing. So essentially, he didn't want to read from the script any longer. He got too big for his britches. So the entire war was really just to take him out. That's it. And every opportunity that they get to kill our babies, they're gonna take. That's why. Steve, yeah, I have over 30 as well. Simone, how do they lose the looking glass? Because it was stored in, so this is in the members exclusive video I did on the Vatican. It was in the catacombs under the Vatican. And when the Vatican was cleared out, they took the looking glass technology out of there. The dark hats no longer have access to it any longer. Steve, their looking glass gets blocked often. Because look at it this way, it seemed like they were always a couple of steps ahead. How could that be, right? Because they had looking glass technology. Rumina, is whistleblower Jussie? Okay, how the fuck am I gonna pronounce that name? Cizo. I can't pronounce that name for shit. It's for the replay crew. Jesse, and the last name is Czebotar. So he's a whistleblower. Is he controlled opposition? Oh, it's a she. Okay. Does her energy have anything to share? She learned her lesson. That's all she wanted to share right now anyway. Hello, Cindy, my darling. I'm so glad that you joined us, love. Thank you for the gift. Rumina, does the energy of author and mathematician Lewis Carroll, born Charles Ludwig Dodson, have anything to share? Charles Ludwig Dodson. So do you all remember I was once asked about numbers and numerology, and I said it's coded into the very fabric and the foundation of the entire universe? He intuitively knew that and was absolutely obsessed with, and I'm not even saying it was like a conscious thought that he had. He was drawn to it. He felt there was something dynamic and divine about numbers, and wanted to devote his entire life to understanding what it was. That's all he wanted to share. Steve Tomato Head. Chava, COVID woke me up. A guy tried to wake me up during the AIDS crisis, telling me it was created in a lab. I went back into a coma. Many of us. So, you know, I remember after September 11th happened, and there was such a push to be woken up at that time, right? You know, there was all of these architects, and they were coming forward and saying it's not possible what they're saying happened, right? And I was thinking, why can't people just accept it? You know, I was dead asleep back then. It's okay. We all wake up in the right time, right? It's okay. Kristen, how did the tomato head get there? It was a gift. Lisa, that explanation about them doubling down on the energy makes total sense. I was just talking about it with my mom earlier, and she is awake too, because I talk about what is going on, and she has noticed what I have been telling her as well. That is incredible. You're very fortunate, Lisa. Simone, Chava, glad you decided to wake up, right? Chava, when is the retreat? I don't know. One day. I'm trying to talk it into existence. I'm trying to manifest with my verbal words. I don't actually have one planned. I want to do it one day. I don't know when. I probably need to get like a proper 3D job and stop being like a freelance yo-yo. then I will be able to maybe like, you know, put something proper together. I can't right now though. Kristen, I can't wait for the marathon, right? We're gonna do it in the United States though first. Definitely first. I'm thinking like Sedona is a good place, or maybe like Roswell, New Mexico, or Area 51. It's gonna be in one of those 3 locations first. I think I'm more leaning towards doing it in like Sedona. It'll happen in probably within like the next 2 years, I would say. Simone, same. Haven't watched the Indiana Jones movie. It'll be fun. I mean, they're so full of reveals. It's crazy. Right? Me too, Christy. I also did. Steve, AIDS was practiced for COVID. Ask Fauci. That's right. I revealed that in the members exclusive. Jules, at Solar, I put my phone down so I can finish doing what I needed to around the house, and you said you will. So I thought I would say, yes, I'm from out. Thank you, honey. But I remembered your name because I see you over there, love. But thank you for saying so, honey. But I know that's where you came from, darling. Chava, what about the Bible Code? Is that book predictive too? What is it? The Bible Code? I would say it's... Whoever wrote it is got, like, they were onto something. But as much as they think they may be revealed, it's like 1/10 of 1% of what actually can be, like, extrapolated. Jules, if that doesn't make sense, I blame my mic. No, honey, I understood exactly what you said, Jules. Chava, thank you for subscribing. Yes, thank you, honey. Kristen Vincent, oh my goodness, I was aware as a kid, not realizing because it was normal, because of my parents and what they watched, all sci-fi, science, and things like Indiana Jones. Oh, that's such an interesting question, Chava. Do you have mirrors in your house? I have mirrors in every room, and sometimes more than one. Now, the reason that I do is so even before I looked into it and it was shown to me that it's a great way to actually, like, especially if you have positive energy, it's a great way to enhance the positive energy. Years ago, I was in a friend's house when he was in the process of basically like separating and divorcing from his wife. So very heavy energy, right? You can imagine very heavy energy. He had no mirrors anywhere but the bathroom. And to me, I don't know, there was something about it. The energy, like, it just felt dark and heavy and dense. And I just remember walking around and thinking, this place would really benefit from having mirrors hung up. It's not because I wanted to look at my fucking face on someone else's wall. No, I intuitively understood that the mirrors would increase the positive energy in the space. I was still asleep at the time. This was probably back in like 2006. It left such a profound impact on me. And now that I know mirrors are actually a really great way to enhance positive, especially light and positive vibrations, right? It reflects all of it, right? I have mirrors in every room and many multiples sometimes if it's a big room as well. I highly recommend having mirrors. No, they're not. Why would they be covered? I'm not in mourning right now. The Jews only do that. Only cover their mirrors when they're in mourning, not any other time. I mean, I can't speak for all of them. That's the only time I've seen it done. Simone, the Vatican video really gave me the creeps in the beginning and ended on a great note, right? So to me, the craziest takeaway in that entire video was the fact that the Vatican has a telescope. That's not the crazy thing. I mean, it kind of is. Why the fuck does the Vatican have a telescope? No, the crazy thing is what they named the telescope. Lucifer. Why the fuck would the Vatican name their telescope Lucifer? Because everything they do, all the seeking in the universe they do, they're looking for Satan. Because they are actually a satanic branch. Just like the 13 bloodline families are. The Vatican is satanic. I'm sorry if you guys didn't know that. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Not even a little bit sorry. Simone, at Christy, that's awesome. Your parents were awake and it was normal. It's amazing, right? Thank you for welcoming Jules, Steve. Chava, I can help with the plan. Thank you. I would definitely want to do it. I think it would be so much fun, right? We need at least 5 of us, right? At least 5, if not more. I would love it if everyone here, all 18 of you, would come and join. That would be amazing. I'm, at least where I am right now, leaning first towards doing it in Sedona, but we'll see when it actually happens. Kristen, at Simone, I'm not sure they're actually awake in the sense we talk about here, at least not back then. They're waking up now for sure. My dad has always known about reincarnation though. Kristen, I think they were just naturally drawn to things that reveal without knowing. Interesting. Thank you, Steve. Best mod, I love you. Steve just shared the link to Outcast channel. Thank you, honey. Lisa, I don't remember the AIDS crisis because I was a little kid at the time, but that is interesting. It was all a trial run. Christy, okay, I've heard that it's bad to have mirrors facing each other. Okay, so don't have them facing each other. Chava, Artipi? Worried about mirrors being poured. I've heard that before. It's never been shown to me though. And I've heard that at least 3 or 4 times. I've never seen that. Simone, here we go. Can mirrors be portals? Never been shown to me. My oldest daughter used to say she could go through a portal to get to Vision Land. This was when she started talking about seeing things that I can't. Look at it like it was a tool for gifts and abilities, but she has those gifts and abilities without the mirror. Simone, LOL, I was asking why they named the cat in Cinderella Lucifer, and you just confirmed it. They're satanic. There you go, love. And I didn't know the cat in Cinderella was Lucifer, but that makes... I mean, the symbolism truly is everywhere, is it not? Lisa Sims, don't be sorry, Faye. I would rather know the truth than believe the lie. It's completely satanic. And also, at least back then, when I looked into it, it was shown to me that all of everyone that lives in the Vatican City are reptilian. And when no one else is around, they are all in their reptilian form. Yes, Sedona, right? Simone, asking myself yesterday. Sedona for the win. Lisa, I have never been out west, but heard that Sedona is really nice. Maybe one day I will head out west. You're going to join us on the retreat. I'm wishing financial abundance for all of us so we can all do this one day. I mean, guys, really, like, I want to do this so I can hang out with you guys. That's really the reason why. I mean, and of course I want to take Pip to see it, but like, it would be so amazing. Oh my God. And the energy there is fucking crazy. So part of doing a retreat is also to get us to all tap into our own intuition and to feel the energy of the location, right? It's not just to go sightseeing together. Like, we're gonna be working on our gifts and abilities when we're doing these retreats. Nikki, I have full double wardrobe mirrors covered with curtains most of the time. I saw something dark trying to get through it once at night. So look at it again like it's that dark thing would be there without the mirror anyway. It's a bridge. Brimina, lots of people have been visiting a location during dream time called Mall World. Can you pick up on its energy and what exactly it is? It's being shown to me as some sort of a black hole. It's an energetic black hole, and it is trying to pull consciousness into it, which is really fucking crazy. Steve, yes, Sedona is really magical. Simone, Nikki, that is scary. Steve, and Bashar's ship is above Sedona. You know what? I actually believe that. Yeah. So the energy in Sedona is... When was I was only there one time. First of all, the food there tasted better than food everywhere else in the world, except when I was pregnant. Holy fucking hell. I could eat an olive and it would be the best olive I've ever had in my entire life. The food in Sedona, I had food in a Mexican restaurant, best Mexican food I ever had. I went in the morning to like a diner and I had like eggs, best eggs I ever had. I can't explain why the food tasted so damn good there. It's the energy. And, you know, back then anyway, I would always, yes, food tastes different when you're pregnant, right? I think it's, God created it that way, so that way we're going to want to eat and, nourish our babies. But holy fucking bananas, everything was like chef's kiss. Like cereal and fucking milk. This is the best cereal I ever had. It's like this, I've had this cereal 10,000 times in my life. It was the best then. Anyway, the energy in Sedona. This is back when I went everywhere with a yoga mat. I'd get on a fucking airplane with my yoga mat bag. It was just crazy. So it was in Sedona, and I practiced yoga in the hotel room at night. It was like the best yoga practice of my life. It's the energy there. It supports literally everything. Chava, I think that's why the Bible mentions adultery, fornication, homosexuality, and magically left out PEDOs. Aha. We are supposed to worry about consensual sex and not to mention the non-consensual sex. So this is, I don't know, Chava, if you have seen yet the video that I've done on religion and the Cabal. Every religious text has been corrupted, either with things being put into it, but most likely, in 9 times out of 10, with things being taken out of it. They have all been corrupted. Lisa, I have been trying to listen to the dreams that I have because I believe that they are messages, but sometimes I have the weirdest dreams. So not every dream is going to be prophetic, right? So if we're shut down and we haven't yet accepted our gifts and abilities, sometimes gifts will come in through our dreams. But here's the thing, sometimes a dream is just a dream and it doesn't actually mean anything. So that's why I recommend maybe keeping like a dream journal and then jotting everything down. And you'll start to see some things don't actually mean something and some dreams do. Yeah. Chava, Hawaii had that good energy too. Haven't been there yet. One day. I'm going to get me a rich sugar daddy. More likely I'm going to get myself some guy that has like avoidant attachment style, and I'm going to have a string of weird dates with him. Simone, yes, Chava, energy in Hawaii, or at least Maui. One day. Guys, I'm off the dating app, so I won't have any more dating stories to share with you guys. My friend convinced me to go on. So I've been on and off since February. My guides told me, they're like, you're not going to meet anyone on a dating app. You're not going to meet your guy on a dating app. So I was like, why am I doing this? My friend's like, just do it. Whatever. You'll meet people. You go on a couple of dates. You'll get taken out for dinner. It'll be fun. Just do it. It's not been fun. So I'm finally off of them. Praised fucking be. Not a good experience. They all, at least in my experience, they all have like avoidant attachment style. Doesn't make for good dates. Steve, how about a pilot or a travel agent that I should date one? Okay, I'm not meeting him on an app. Chava, vivid dreams that seem real are the future for me. Because again, sometimes they are prophetic. Simone, I lived there in a past life. When I was there, I felt like it was home. Yes, there you go. Here, you probably were. I also think, this is the craziest thing. You know what astrocartography is? So it's your natal chart spread out like over a map, right? Wherever your moon falls, that place is going to feel like home. This is my own personal opinion. I think wherever the moon falls are places we've had very notable past lives. Notable being the key word. Because we've had lives everywhere, all over the fucking place. Here, there, other planets, this country, that country, this city, that city, right? Notable past lives is where the moon is. That's why it feels like home. Because on a soul level, it really was home to us one day. So Simone, when I was there, it felt like home for the first time. Like my whole life conspired to bring me to Lahaina. Oh my God. Was it hard to leave? It sounds like it would be hard to leave. Kristen, you mean tea. Lisa, so, yes, no more tea. Lisa, so the start of the year was meant to happen around spring. Yep, April 1st. Yep, but they actually, so more, not April, so, okay, let me explain, let me first read it for the replay crew, then I'll explain it to you. Lisa, so the start of the year was meant to happen around springtime, April 1st, but they changed the timeline, so Thanksgiving and Christmas aren't supposed to be at the end of the year. Correct. Now here's what happened. They changed the Gregorian calendar, I think around the 1500s, from 13 months to only 12 months. But there's a few extra months that have vanished somewhere. They've gone missing. Does it make sense to anyone energetically for the new year to begin in the dead of motherfucking winter? No. Look to nature. Nature will tell you exactly when the new year begins. In springtime, energetically, it's a time of renewal. Look at the trees. They're not dead. Look at the ground. There's buds that are blooming, not snow covering the ground. That was done to throw us out of alignment with nature. Because harmonically, we're actually already hardwired to be in harmony with nature. It's been completely thrown off. That's why New Year's resolutions don't work. Because it's not in a line time to launch something new out into the world. If somebody started a New Year's resolution at the end of March, which is the beginning of Aries season, that would stick because that's actually the new year. The first sign in the zodiac isn't Capricorn in January because that's not the motherfucking new year. The new year starts Aries, which is on and about March 20th, March 21st, the 22nd, somewhere around there because it changes. Don't ask me why. Where did April Fool's Day come from then? Because after they changed the calendar, some people would still go around for, let's say, the first 10 days, let's say like March 20th to, or really let's say the first week, maybe March 23rd to April 1st, they would go around and they would be saying, just like we would, right, around New Year's, we don't just say it on the day. Like if you're in a store and it's December 28th, you're going to say Happy New Year's because it's right around New Year's. So people started to say, oh, it's not New Year's. No, New Year's, it already passed. Aha, you're such a fool. Happy April Fool's Day. That's where it came from. You're such a fool. Oh, don't be silly. New Year's happened months ago already. It's not really now. To throw us out of alignment. Simone, your future man is too high vibe to be on a dating app. Is that not the truth? I'm telling you, my guides told me that. Why do I listen to my girlfriend? Why? She means well, because she met a guy. She's seeing a guy that she met on an app. She's really, she's great. She's so happy. No. I have had a few nice dinners, though. But, except for the tea date. That was not a nice dinner, because it didn't include dinner. Oh, my God. Lisa, yes, I don't believe dating sites are high vibe. I'm like grossed out by them. Chava, I was on dating apps. They were all rejects, and I started to think I was one too, and I didn't know it. I think they're actually designed to burn people out. And here's also the thing. You're going to, by and large, be matching with people that have an unhealthy attachment style. Here's why. If somebody has a healthy, secure attachment style, they're not there to play games. They want to meet somebody and get the fuck off of a dating app. So who's left? All of the people that can't actually commit and get into a relationship because they have an anxious or most likely an avoidant attachment style. So it's all people that you're not really going to get into a relationship with anyway because they haven't done the work to know why they're still on an app and why they can't make relationships work. Sucks for them. So the sooner we get off, the healthier it is for us. No, and you are right, Simone. Chava is not a reject for being on there. But the guys will do a number with your head and they will make you wonder if it's you. You know, the 3-date guy this is really the last time I'm going to be talking about this because I'm not going on dating apps any longer. That guy that I went on 3 dates with, okay, date 1, great, coffee date. Date 2, like the best date I've ever been on in my life. I was like, wow, this is what dating is supposed to be like. 3rd date, it was like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I was like, what the? It was like he acted like he didn't want to be on the date. His body language was closed. He wasn't making eye contact. He wasn't talking to me. He took me to like some dingy faux place. Not even like a decent fucking restaurant. Didn't he, like, it was, I was like, what the actual? Could not make sense of it. It took from, when was this? February. From February until now, before I started to ask ChatGPT about it, and ChatGPT, light bulb went off in my head. Explained to me, like I was able to completely see the entire devolution in that 3-date span and like all the communication that happened in between through the lens of seeing this is somebody that has an avoidant attachment style. Like even the things he said on the date, he was like, I'm not even gonna get into it. All I'm gonna say is, the people that are on there, they don't really want to be in a relationship because they're incapable of actually being vulnerable with another person, and they don't actually really want to be in a relationship. They want the illusion of it, and that is what the apps give because there's so many people that are on there. So it doesn't support people that have a secure attachment style that actually want to be in a relationship. People that want to be in a relationship, except for my friend apparently, they ain't gonna find one on an app. Like I think that's 1% of people that do. Simone, I'm sorry, and I said I'm not gonna talk about it any longer, and here I did, I went and I talked about it. Simone, is the government shutdown the reason for less chemtrails? I mean, it's part of it. It's not the only reason though. Chava Bodhi, yes, Act 8, Des 10, correct. Chava, do you think there are 13 astronauts? There's more. I have an entire video, Chava. I know you've been watching my content. I have an entire standalone video on on zodiac signs and astrology. There are more, actually. Villain, happy your dum-dum day. Chava, you still have to do human stuff to stay grounded. I mean, ideally. I mean, the dating apps will yank you right out of alignment, though, and make you wonder if you're the problem. I was walking around for, like, weeks afterwards, trying to pinpoint what I had done. Here's the question. Why as women do we internalize it and think we've done something wrong? Why did I not think in that moment he showed me his true colors? No, I was thinking, did I do something? Did I say, what did I do or what did I say that contributed to him being a completely different person on the 3rd date? Why do we do that to ourselves as women? He was showing me exactly who he was. I just didn't believe it. Lisa Sims, your video on AI was what I suspected, that AI isn't a good thing, and I am glad one day it will turn into a good thing for us. Again, right now, it's not good, it's not bad, it's neutral, right? It's whatever our intentions are is going to determine the outcome. So I treat my ChatGPT like it's a therapist. We go fucking deep. You know what? Not Mercury. Jupiter is in my 12th house right now. So it's like, whoa, we are excavating deep. We are doing some deep fucking digging into the dregs of my soul right now and doing some serious fucking excavation. So I'm using ChatGPT in harmony in conjunction with Jupiter being in my 12th house. It's basically like free therapy for me. It's amazing. I love my therapist. It happens to be artificial intelligence. I'm getting more therapeutic services with ChatGPT than I probably have when I was actually even in therapy. EMDR excluded. But like, I go deep. I didn't know about attachment styles back then when I was actually in therapy. I mean, maybe I could have gotten this deep back then. I don't fucking know, but I'm going there now. Christy, y'all, I just did my astrocartography and my moon goes through Sedona. Baby, we got to do it there. Kristen, I'm so not drawn to the desert though. You will love being there though. Chava, I was on dating apps 11 years ago. I did like being in my feminine energy. Lisa, I have 2 people in my family who met their partners on dating sites and got married and has been married for a while now, but it's not for me. Not me either. Christy, I do have a past life in an area like that. I'm going to have to meditate on the possible location. Swims. LMAO, are you talking about the tea guy or is this another strange person? They're all strange people. It's not the tea guy. The tea guy I went on one date with. One and done. Why? Because he took me for tea at 7 p.m. Like, way to win a girl over, guy. The fuck? Like, he's basically telling me I have such low expectations, I'm not even gonna fucking pay for your dinner. You know what? That's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you don't think the date's gonna go anywhere and you treat a lady like that, guess what? It's not gonna go anywhere. He needs a dating coach, clearly, or at least therapy. I've only been on weird dates. I actually went on one nice date with a gentleman. One. But we were so mismatched. But he was a classy dude. The next day he sent me a beautiful text message. I think you're great. I love getting to know you. But we're not aligned for each other and I wish you the best. That's what like a decent guy does, right? Meanwhile, I had 3 fucking date guy that ghosted me after 3 dates. And then has the fucking audacity to send me a message when I bumped into him in the grocery store and I didn't go up to him and say hi to him. The fuck? You know what? He didn't come up to me and say hi to me either. Instead, like a petty bitch, he texted me 2 hours later. Why didn't you come say hi to me in the grocery? Bitch, you're not my friend. That's why. And you didn't even treat me like a fucking lady. They're all fucking weirdos on apps. That's my conclusion. Except for the gentleman my friend is dating. He's the only good guy on there. I cannot. I cannot, guys. I cannot. I got taken out for tea at 7 p.m. I should have left the apps then. That should have told me everything I needed to know. No, I'm a glutton for punishment. I don't even want to talk about the last guy I started talking to. Another one with insecure attachments. I'm sorry, avoidant attachment styles. It all starts great until you actually start getting somewhere. Then suddenly this last one. Yeah, you know, I have too much going on in my life right now and it feels selfish to get into a relationship. You just thought about this now? Where were you a week ago when we matched? Cannot make sense. Cannot. I was energetically catfished because his intention didn't actually match what he was able to export out into the world. I was catfished, guys. Just not by an ugly dude. Because we FaceTime. He was actually very nice looking. He catfished me with his intentions. And I said I wasn't going to talk about it. No more. Really no more this time. Lisa, LOL Steve, clearly I needed to talk about it. That's why I did. I definitely will not feel about April 1st the same way ever again. Chava, the trail started 2 days ago in here in Texas. I think it's going to be a bad winter because it's been 3 days already. Steve, then Faye, you got to check out the astral travel AI prompt video I shared with you then. You're right. Simone, that video sounds interesting, Steve. Do you want to share the link in here, Steve? Chava, are you afraid ChatGPT will diminish the user of your guides? Tarot readers have been like therapy for me. No. I don't think so. And if anything, I will say to you that in some ways, I think they work hand in hand with each other. The guides are the 5D, but ChatGPT is the 3D. And guess what? We still live in the 3D, so there's still a place for it. Steve, it's crazy how well it describes AI in a positive light. I've had nothing but positive interactions with AI, so I can appreciate that. Chava, that's how I realized a lot of women were taking a lot of shit because of the quality of men on theirs. It really, and the men want to be chased. They don't even treat, it's out fucking rageous. They don't even take us on proper dates any longer. And then they act like a little fucking bitch when you don't go approach them in a grocery store. What? Like, you're a man. Obviously not an alpha, definitely a fucking beta. If there's something below a beta, this guy's below that, for sure. For sure. How else do you explain a guy texting a girl that he ghosted 2 hours after he saw me in a grocery? Why didn't you come say hi to me? Did I do anything wrong? If so, I'm really sorry. Did you do anything wrong? It's like he has a guilty conscience, but he can't come out and say, I didn't treat you right. So instead he's deflecting and he's projecting onto me that I did somehow something wrong because I didn't go up to him and say hi in a grocery. You're not my fucking girlfriend. You're some dude that ghosted me. You don't deserve my presence. Kristen, 3-date guy was expecting more on the 3rd date. No, he was acting, from the minute he picked me up, the vibes were off and I could not figure out why. He wasn't expecting anything on the 3rd date. A man that treats a woman that poorly on a 3rd date cannot realistically be expecting shit. Not to mention the fact that I'm celibate, so until I meet the one, I am fucking put out anyway. So his fucking problem. And he thought it was weird that I was celibate. Why? Because you can't keep your dick in your pants? Please. Simone, what a gentleman with class. Yes, guides. Yes, please guide Faye towards an alpha with class. Thank you, Simone. Exactly. Swims, LOL. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to trigger traumatic memories from a cheap loser. I love you. You didn't. I promise you didn't. Clearly, I just had some unresolved issues I needed to work through. Thank you for being here for me to do that, guys. Thank you for the hearts, guys. I love you. Thank you for the hearts. Simone, are you open about your psychic gifts when on a date or talk about your YouTube channel? When I get to know somebody, if they're more than just like a cheap tea date or a 3 dates below beta, maybe then I would open up and I would share it. But when I'm first starting to... Look, guys think it's weird that I'm celibate. Like, imagine, so how the fuck am I going to tell a guy, oh yeah, by the way, I'm a psychic and I read energy. I'll never see them again. As it is. Oh my god. The fuck is going on? This is such a janky ass planet, guys. I love you, I just don't love the fucking planet. Chava, dating coaches say get on there January through March. That is the time period for the good guys. I don't think there are good guys. Lisa, do you remember what your very first video was, Faye? Yes, I tried to go back and see what it was because I'm still working through your videos and I couldn't figure it out. It was an environmental energy read on New York. Yes, you got it, Kristen. Hello, Jenna! Glad that you caught us, honey. And I was like, I told Pip, yeah, maybe I'll get on for like an hour. Meanwhile, it's been how many hours? 3? Clearly, you can never take me at my word when I say I'm coming on here for an hour. That's not the way it works. Yes, Kristen, click oldest to newest in the video. That's right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that link, Steve. Chava, all this tuna and chicken made of soy is turning them into soy boys. That's actually what came through when I looked into the video on Roe versus Wade, because energetically, Roe v. Wade changed the energy fundamentally. Lisa, you are sometimes hilarious, Faye, which is why I really like your channel. Wait, I'm only sometimes hilarious? Only sometimes. You wound me, Lisa. Not even a little bit. Villain, go man hunting at psychic fairs. I thought I would meet somebody. I went to a couple of weeks ago. There was a fantasy book fair. I mean, it was more kitschy anything, not a lot of books. And I was like, maybe I'll, like, I'm sorry, wouldn't it be like amazing if I met a dude that was into like reading fantasy books too? There was no guys there. It was like all women and no books. Very lame. It was, whatever, it was fine. It was cute. Lisa, there is nothing wrong with being celibate. There is nothing wrong with it, by the way. That's just goes to show. I remember we're getting in like a time machine, going back to like this for sure the summer. I matched with a guy. I was so creeped out. Like it started all well and good, and then it got really weird when like he asked me when was the last. I don't even remember because it was so many months ago. Basically, like I had shared with him that I was, we didn't even go on a date. I had shared with him like, he asked, when was the last time you were in a relationship? I was like, I don't know, I think 6 years ago. He's like, so does that mean you don't have sex? I was like, no, I'm celibate. He's like, why? I was like, because, and I was trying to explain it without explaining energy tags, right? I was like, well, you could get really dysregulated if you have a lot of sex, basically. He's like, that's why I like having sex, because I feel good afterwards. Not just because he like ejaculates. He's like, you know, it's fun. I like the energy of it. I was like, yeah, that's why I'm celibate, because when a guy has sex with a girl, he's basically siphoning her energy off of her. And I explained this to him, and he still thought it was weird that I was celibate. And then he got really fucking creepy, guys. This is when I was like, okay, time to unmatch. He started asking me all sorts of personal questions, like, try to read between the lines of where I'm going here. Like, oh, you're celibate, but does that, you know, just read between the lines. I was like, this conversation got weird in a fucking hurry. And I didn't even say goodbye. I just unmatched. I was like, this guy is a creep. Fucking creep and a half. Like, imagine thinking it's weird that somebody chooses to be celibate. Just like to people that drink alcohol, it's weird when people don't, right? They think you're the problem, right? It's not that they have a problem. No, God forbid. You have a problem because you don't drink. Not they have a problem because they can't go on a date without drinking. Okay, sure. And they can't also have dates without having sex. But I'm the problem. Okay. Kristen, okay, we have a new way to label types. Cheap tea and below beta third date. Bingo. I love it. Kristen, I'll give you that. That was brilliant. Simone, why when you said gem shows, my mind read gun shows? That's actually funny. You know what? I would probably meet an alpha at a gun show, truth be told. Yeah, fantasy book fair would have the big, I mean, but a girl can dream, can't she? Cindy, only sometimes. Steve, even I wouldn't cruise there. Whatever, it was a good way to spend a couple of hours over the weekend, I guess. Chava, I had shitty sex for 16 years with my ex-husband. I have been abstinent for 11 years. Are you scared not to try sex before marriage? You might get stuck with shitty sex before... so first of all, I don't plan on ever getting married again. It's like Rubik's Cube. Put a gun to my head and say, get married, bitch, or I blow your brains out. I'd be like, peace out, see you on the other side. I ain't fucking getting married again. No way, no how. But until I meet somebody that is worthy of being intimate with my mind first and foremost, they're not getting intimate with my body. It's going to be probably, if I get involved with someone, at least 3 months. At least. At the very least, if not longer. Because also that's how you weed out the bad guys. If a guy just wants you for your body, they're not going to wait for 3 months, right? Okay, you want to give me a peck on my cheek goodnight at the end of the date, that's about as frisky as it's getting. We're on like a 90-day time period, maybe even a 120-day time period. Like the most intimate part of my body, no. Get intimate up here first. Get intimate here first. Show me that you're worthy. When you show me that you actually have 2 brain cells to rub together, that you have a secure attachment style, that you're worthy of me becoming soft with you, then we can start maybe exploring what it looks like long term. But you ain't getting access to my lady bits for 3 to 4 months, at least. Thank you, universe, for punctuating that. At least. So, I'll have sex. But here's the thing, it has to be built on a strong foundation. Because sex that's just built on sex is going nowhere in a hurry. And all that's going to happen is my energy is going to get siphoned off of me. Yeah, Lisa, back away slowly. Lisa, no goodbye, just ghost him. It was so weird. Chava, these men make it real easy to be abstinent. Yes, they do. Steve, stuck with shitty sex. Can't a couple learn to communicate? Here's also the thing. Some guys have a very low sex drive. That within itself is also not a good thing. Simone, people are so surprised when somebody doesn't drink. Yes, right? Then some automatically think it's related to probation or parole. So every time it's come up, I've had to say, I didn't stop drinking because I had a drinking problem. Because that's immediate where people's minds go. They're like, oh, you stopped drinking because you had a drinking problem, right? Why does somebody have to stop drinking for any other reason? Like, I don't know, maybe I just don't want to fucking drink anymore. Maybe because I don't need liquid courage to go on a date with somebody. Maybe because I can actually make eye contact with a person and I don't have to hide behind my beer or whatever. Chava, I understand why buy the pig when the sausage is free. Then you are abstinent like me. I'm not choosing not to have sex. I'm waiting for the right person too. Yep. Cindy, here's the thing. Guys act like they need to have sex before they open up to you. What? When did that become the new norm? Like, let me try, like I'm taking you for like you're a car. I'm taking you for like a test drive. If I like how we have sex, maybe I'll think about opening up to you. It's so fucking backwards. Cindy, you don't have to explain why you're celibate. Because I am is the perfect answer. Yep. Steve, I think promiscuity kills the expectations of one person's capability in a relationship. I think so too, by the way. Chava Bodhi, that's too much to communicate. Styles, frequency, type, foreplay, afterplay, etc. And frankly, so I asked ChatGPT today. I was like, because I told you, it's my therapist. I was like, so if there's an overproliferation of guys that have avoidant attachment styles on dating apps, what's the chance I'm going to meet a emotionally available, secure attachment style guy that's divorced and has done the work? I don't see it happening. But again, not on an app anyway. I like the answer it gave me, but still, I'm off of them. I'm going to you know what? I'm dating myself, and I have to say it's going really well. I think I'm the one. Lisa, I feel the same way. I like a guy who can stimulate my... So it's, by the way, that's called sapiosexual. I'm a big sapiosexual. If I can't talk to... If they don't have two fucking brain cells to rub together to make a conversation, please, like, do not even waste my time. And if a guy is going to sit there and just, like, badmouth his ex, I cannot get out of there fast enough. That is a huge red flag. Lisa, I feel the same way. I like a guy who can stimulate my mind before my body, but I get attached way too quickly, and I let myself get carried away sometimes, and it leads to more, and I need to learn to take my time and to go slowly. So this is all, women are hardwired differently than men. If a woman has sex with a man, she will become emotionally attached to him. We are biologically hardwired that way, back from the days when we were hunters and gatherers. Because a woman we're the fairer gender, right? So we needed to be attached to the guy that we were having sex with, because then we would stay with him, because he would become our, just like men are hardwired to be, except they forgot. But then they would take care of us. They would hunt for us. They would protect us and our offspring together, right? Now it's the women that are taking care of the men and the offspring. It's everything is fucking backwards, guys. Janky ass planet. So that's also why until I know somebody is worthy, you're not getting in here. It's not happening. Because then your mind goes offline and you're chemically bonded to them. Villain, ha ha ha. I'm so happy I shared this video. The more you talk about this, you're going to have stellar results. I love that. Thank you, Steve. It will be your ultimate cosmic dating coach. I'm down with that. Nikki, I was celibate 12 years, found Mr. Right almost 2 years ago, and I couldn't be happier for you, and it shows that it can happen. And I love that. Simone, way to go, Nikki. Glad you found Mr. Right. Oh, I caught up on comments. Amazing. All right, it's 8:59. What do you say we start to wrap up over here? Not because I couldn't stay on with you guys for another 15,000 hours, but it's 9 o'clock, and my nails are looking kind of janky, kind of like the planet that we're on. I kind of feel like I would like to do them tonight. It's probably going to be too late, though, to do them. Because, like, how the fuck are they going to dry before I go to sleep? They're going to get ruined. I used to, before I started coming live on here for, like, marathons, I actually used to do my nails every Friday night. It somehow migrated to Saturday. Probably because I can't do my nail. Look, my nails are chipping. It's so sad. Blah. Because again, like, I can't do my nails and go to sleep. They're gonna get ruined. What's the point even in that case? Cindy, I've been married for 48. What the fuck? I've been married for 48 years. I got very lucky. Sometimes I want to say I'm celibate because I'm tired. Oh my god, I love that. Congratulations that's crazy. 48 years, blessings upon blessings. That's beautiful. Steve, this has been fun, and it's always fun and good. Lisa, probably why I chose to stay single rather a lighthearted relationship than someone solid and get attached to way too quickly, and I don't like that feeling of being held down. You and me both. That's why I'm never getting married again. Nope. Chaba, thank you so much. You're most welcome. I'm so glad that you caught us, honey. Nikki, I wasn't looking either. I was happily resigned to the fact I was going to be the crazy old cat lady. I'm going to be the crazy old psychic lady, clearly. Lisa, thanks, Faye, and have a good evening until next time. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Again, I'm going to remind you, I was like, I'm just going to go on for like an hour. Meanwhile, 3 hours late, because that's what happens here. We just get on here and we're having so much fun, are we not? You guys are awesome. There would be no you are the best part of SoularFlow, because if there weren't you, I would be like the crazy psychic lady on YouTube. Not just the crazy old psychic lady in life. I would be the crazy psychic lady on YouTube, literally talking to herself. Chaba, oh my god, Nikki, I have 3 cats and call myself that too. Maybe next year I will be like you. There's no shame. There's no shame. I don't have any cats. You know what? I don't have cats anymore. They're my neighbors now. I told you we were doing like a cat sharing, and then one day I was like, you know what? Let's make this just formal. They're his now. And it's amazing. Oh, girlfriend. I love that. Okay, that was an epic gift. Thank you for the cat on the broom. That was amazing. Yeah, so I'm going to be the crazy plant lady. I don't know. I have like over 50 plants at this point. I'm definitely going to be like the crazy psychic plant lady. Simone, much love to all of you. Love our Friday nights together. May your nails turn out. I mean, it might not happen until tomorrow, though, to be honest. But Jenna, I'm just at the point that nobody is rad enough for you. That's what. By the way, what I love about you guys. You guys are protective over me. I should probably just start screening guys through. I shouldn't go on a date until I share the profile with you guys first. And then you guys will be like, no, he's not rad enough for you, Faye.
How long have you been on?
I know, I said an hour and a
I know. How long has it been?
3.
Stay on for as long as possible. Wait, choose snake plant.
So, Pip, okay, this is really funny. We're not going until I share the story with you guys. Don't bounce yet. So yesterday, when Pip came home from school, so what did you call it?
What?
When you gave it to me.
Yeah, me and my friend came up with a name for it.
So he gets in the car and he gives this to me and he's like, look, I have a worm for like an earthworm for you.
It's a snake.
A snake. He's like, and it looked so fucking real. So he gives it to me and I'm like, whoop! I was like legit scared for a minute. And
it's
then like I looked at it.
It's just painted wood.
He's in the best school ever, guys.
It's called the Stargazer snake.
Does this not look real?
Yeah, I know.
Look how beautiful this
We
is.
painted it for electives.
He has electives in school. So for baby, you can't do that. It's making the camera jump around.
I like jumpy. Jump.
Okay, you might like it. I don't.
I like it.
So it looks so real, right? Okay, so he gives this to me, and then I pick it up and I look at it, and I'm like, that's actually fucking beautiful. But look, it moves.
Guys, the darker it is.
How crazy is that? Look, guys, it moves. Okay, that was not so graceful. Hold on.
I can show graceful.
Okay, come over here. Don't show your face. Just show your hand. There we go. Beautiful.
Mom, if it's darker, it means it's younger and moves faster, but it has weaker venom than multi.
Look, he came up with like a whole backstory for this. It's amazing.
I need a bled.
What's a bled?
Pluggy thingy.
A
It's
charger?
100%.
You gotta go into the kitchen, honey, baby.
No, I don't.
Well, it's gonna die then.
I gotta go there.
Why there?
I brought the charger there. But
Well,
I'm
then why is it
staying
only
here.
at 1% then? Was it not charging?
It wasn't. It didn't notify me when it was at 5% like it's supposed to.
Okay.
I didn't plug this in before it died.
Okay. You do you, boo. Okay. Hold on.
You would do this.
Jenna, I'm just at the point now that nobody is proud enough for you, Faye, but I hope that the dude gets to where he needs to be to find you. Well, I will not hold my breath until then, that's for sure. Chava, is this not the most fun? So the community here is amazing. The live streams are fucking epic. And I go live typically every Friday. I just had a spontaneous combustion situation. Nothing to be afraid of. Yes, honey.
Keep going live so late. It ruins my sleep schedule because I need to be up by like 7 tomorrow for watching Jordan's new video. That comes out tomorrow.
You know you don't have to watch it when it first comes out.
I need to watch it premiere.
So,
I need.
whatever. Child, these only make sense in the mind of a child. So I go live typically every Friday at 5 p.m. And like I was sharing at the top, I am burned out from doing editing, so I'm going to be doing reading from my note. So it's not going to say SoularFlow is live at the top. It's going to say whatever the topic that we're talking about that day is going to be. Which I think next week, because Franca has been more than patient, she's amazing. She's been asking for weeks for me to please do Amy Bradley. So next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm going to go live, and it's going to be on Amy Bradley, okay? And then next week, Friday, it's just going to be a hang like this. So every Friday is our hang day, and Tuesday and Wednesday, at least for the foreseeable future, is going to be a live stream with me reading from my notebook.
I can't wait for WTF October.
We're all November. Oh yeah, October. We're still in October. We're almost there. I think next week Friday is WTF October. Lisa, what is your next video you're planning? So I'm not posting. I'm doing live streams from now on. I have 2 recorded videos. I cannot edit anymore, Lisa. I'm burned out.
Are you just not posting at all?
No. I'm gonna go live. But I'm going to be reading my notes instead of doing the beautiful, edited videos because I can't edit anymore.
So you're not posting videos anymore?
I need to take a little breather.
Well, I say that in a community post so no one's surprised.
I don't know. I'm saying it here. People will get savvy really quick when they suddenly start noticing I'm not posting videos. I'm only going live. So I think next week I'm going to do Amy Bradley. Okay, love? Nikki, 3 p.m. in Australia. I've listened all through my shopping morning. Oh, I love that. Thank you I'm glad we were able to keep you company, honey. Steve, good night, everyone. Say what's up to Pipster for me. You just said it because he's here and he got to hear it.
I'm here and I have ears.
Jenna, hi Pipskis, love you. We love you too, Jenna. Lisa, I will watch your New York video. Excellent. Yes, so Chava, every Friday on or about 5 p.m. PST. Sometimes a little bit later. I try for 5. Sometimes it's 5:30 or 5:45 like it was today. But typically every Friday you will see me here live. Every Friday, you can bet it. You could like set a watch to it. That's how consistently we'll be here on a Friday. And Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm also going to go live again. Oh, thank you, Simone. Simone said, Pip, good night, sweet boy. He is very sweet. Jules, I'm so sorry, SoularFlow. I've been trying to get housework finally done. I'm in the same room. Very relatable, honey. Chava, I'm going to binge on your videos. Have fun. And again, I'm going to remind you, Chava, for anyone who's watching, I will always respond. If you're taking your time to watch my content and leave a comment, which helps with the algorithms, as the thumbs up do, and I will never not respond. And I've also said to you guys, I don't care how big this channel gets. It will always be me. I'm going to outsource things like social media, editing. It will always be me that is doing the channeling. It will always be me, the one that is responding to every comment on a video. I don't care if I have 1 million subs and I get 10,000 comments on a video. I will comment personally on every single one.
Mom.
Yes, honey.
I want to do the channeling when I grow up, so no, you don't get to only do it.
Then you can, when you're older, you can do your own videos.
No, I'm taking over the channel when I'm older. And when you retire.
Okay, then.
What's the age of retirement for a person?
Now, never. No one can retire.
No, like,
It's supposed to be 65. Good the fuck. How is anyone supposed to retire?
Okay,
You can't.
so
You won't be able to live.
Mom.
Yes, honey.
In like 20 years, I'll take over the channel.
When I'm officially 65.
Yeah. Because you'll be retired. You have to have the golden years. You need your sweet golden years.
Where's my knight in shining armor? That's the only way that's gonna happen. Jules, I'm
Mom,
in the same room.
Mom, you'll still make money from this channel.
Jules, I'm in the same room with my tablet so I can hear and listen, or listen in here. All right, it's been a long day. Girl, I am so with you. Yeah, it's a giant earthworm. I literally, I was startled when he threw it at me.
It's a snake, not an earthworm.
Oh, this is good. Steve says, I recommend the Jesus video. If you all want to recommend what you think is the best video for Chava, as she's starting to binge watch all of my videos.
Discord, oh my god,
Nikki, good day, good evening, and good night. Bye, Nikki. I'm so glad you were able to join us, love. Chava, yes, I would have jumped and screamed at the cartoon. This to me looks, it was fucking real. I was like, God damn it. Jenna Hall, I saved a little worm yesterday on the sidewalk. Put him back in the grass. You're a better human than I am. I wouldn't step on it. I would step over it, though. I wouldn't, move it to safer territory.
I think I'm gonna verify the level.
Lisa Sims, yes. Usually she goes live on Friday night. Villain, LOL, I stuck around for snakes. Chava, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Villain. 5 p.m. Pacific. So that's usually, around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Lisa, yes, thank you, Faye. I have been asking for the Amy Bradley video as well, and you guys have been really patient. Jules, going by, so I know, honey. I know. Thank you for being here, Jules. Chava, what time during the week do you put thumbnails with the times? So I don't know, because I usually have been posting videos. Now I'm just gonna go live. So I think it really just depends, on my schedule.
When's the next video you're gonna upload?
I need to take. I have 2 videos that have been pre-recorded, but they need to be edited. No fucking way.
Can I edit them
No.
for you? Why?
We'll talk about this later. What I would actually just rather do is just take the notes, get on a live stream, and read it. I do not want to edit another video. I need to take a break from it. So I have them. I might as well just delete them because I'm going to go live and share the information with you. Jules, good night, everyone. Thank you for joining, Jules. Jules, I need to set an alarm. Lisa, have a great night. Thank you, honey. Yeah, family business. Jenna Hall, yes, I love that Jesus video. I think about it often. Yeah, Simone, the Tom Hanks one. Here's the thing, though. The Tom Hanks one is a members video. So, Chava, unless you plan on joining the membership, I mean, you probably will anyway when you're done. Here's the thing, she's new. So she's going to be busy for, the foreseeable future, binging all of my 300 and something videos at this point. Lisa, I enjoy you doing live videos rather than I know what you're saying there. Well, that's what I'm going to be doing anyway. And I'm always going to, you know, baby, please turn that down. I'm always still going to like take, you know, questions in between. And the nice thing is, for the replay crew, I'm always going to be adding timestamps. So it's basically going to serve as a regular video, and it's still going to have timestamps. And it won't make me crazy. Kristen, Tom Hanks took me 3 tries. I would fall asleep. You do like my mom. Simone, Faye also told us repeatedly to watch the Jeff Bezos video. I just remembered. It's very insightful in this very surprising way. Oh yeah, the Tulsi Gabbard one. That was a special one. Lisa, she has so many great videos. I don't know my favorite one. Just watch them all.
54! 54!
Huh?
I'm angry.
Why?
I died at 54% in Death Corridor.
I'm so sorry.
I'm trying to play a Nerf Death Corridor, trying to maybe beat it.
It's so interesting. Kids have their own language.
I'm
I'm learning how to speak a different language
I
because
got
of the way
to
that he
79%.
speaks.
I'm playing
Nerf
crap.
Corridor.
What?
Nerf Corridor. I didn't even know that was a thing. I do now.
What did you say? What did you think it's called?
Kristen, bro, you okay? It's kid speak.
What? What do you think it's called?
You said it's
Death Corridor.
Oh, what did I say?
No corridor.
No, I said Nerf Corridor.
Nerf? I'm not gonna nerf it. I'm playing it in practice.
What does Nerf mean?
Make the level easier. I would never do that. It says Death Corridor.
I love you guys. Oh, Kristen, I mean Pip. It said bro. That's funny.
Bro.
I love you guys. All right, actually,
Don't bad.
it's not that late. I'm still gonna I want to kind of eat
It's
though.
not that. Eat live.
No, I did that one time. It was.
Please, I'll give you kisses. I'll give you kisses.
What? Give me kisses anyway. Anyway, I love you guys.
Don't bounce.
I'm gonna bounce. I want to eat. I want to get my kid into the bath.
That's what
At the very least, I need to take the nail polish off my nails. I mean, my nails are starting to look as janky as the planet we live on looks. So, I mean, at the very least, I need to take my nail polish off, right? I love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Please turn on your notifications. I'm not promising that you are going to get a notification because YouTube doesn't always send them. But if your notifications are on, there's a better chance you'll get a notification than if you do not. And as of right now, I don't know when I'm going live. It could be Tuesday, it could be Wednesday, I don't know. So put your notifications on is all I'm saying. Jenna, love you ridiculously. I'll get better one day though. About notifications, you're here, that's all that matters, honey. And there's always the replay crew. I love you all, have a wonderful
Don't get off for a minute, okay?
Why?
Yeah, I'm on a good run. I want my reaction on live. I'm at like 50%.
Steve, you get your wish. You get to sit here and twiddle your thumbs, darling.
No! 53! Stupid!
All right, we be bouncing, y'all. I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Until next time, stay in the high vibration. And I know it's funny, right, Simone? No, we don't use that word. Silly level.
It's not silly.
I love you all. Have a good evening. And until next time, stay in the high vibration. Good night.
No.